Welcome to another episode of
The Book Club.
I am James Levine,
And I am Mohammed.
and we are here to give you the finest of reviews and retellings of some of your favorite albums. This week, we're going to do something a little bit different. Go ahead and let me know what we're going to do.
This week, we're actually going to explore a city. We're going to, more specifically, a whole region near and dear to all of us here at the Book Club. We're going to explore the region of the Bay Area, California.
The Bay Area, California. We're going to go in some songs that might be some of your favorites, some songs that might be some of our favorites. But really what our goal is today is to put together the highest of quality, book club quality, I would say, of playlists of the Bay Area in a series that I'll call the Alien Playlist. Yes, if an alien came to you tomorrow and was like, yo, Earth is kind of dope. Tell me about the Bay Area and its music. This is what you would give that alien to give a whole structure, feel history even, of what the Bay
absolutely.
Area would be.
Give them a little taste.
Now, last week we did Will Smith's Lost and Found. And you know what? What we'll do actually is anybody in the chat, if you have a recommendation of an album that we should do next week, let us know. We'll run a poll. We'll do all that fun stuff. It was the life and times of Will Smith, it felt like, late age. One thing we never looked at is I'm curious of how old he was when it came out.
That's a good question, yeah.
Because it was 2005. I don't know how old he is now, but you don't really see many.
Me, my cousin, she went to Mission College at the time in Fremont.
Right.
And then she took me and another one of my cousins there to see it.
Damn, it's like a rite of passage. It's kind of cool that you actually got to get into it, though. But
Yeah,
it's
it
pretty
really
cool.
is. That's dope.
I've never been, but I would like to go see MC Hammer, from the outside at least.
Yeah, no, that's exactly what it
go
was
see
for me
what's
too, just
up.
from the
It's
outside
like,
driving
shit,
by. Right.
That's MC Hammer's house. What made you go with this one first?
I just think that it's just a great way to kick the party off. It's the Bay Area. It's a one-hit wonder of his, and it's crazy because he has so much history out here as well. I believe he's a pastor now at a church somewhere around here.
Right. He actually lives in Tracy now.
Okay, interesting.
Yeah. He lives in Tracy, believe it or not.
Okay.
Downgraded a little bit, but it's all good.
I remember seeing him in local Bay Area commercials, like in the late '90s, 2000s.
Right.
Falling off. And there's a whole rumor that he had signed to Death Row as well.
I remember
back
that.
in the '90s. MC Hammer on Death Row. Yeah, I think it's just a classic, all in all. No matter what. And funny enough, we were discussing whether this or another particular song is the biggest Bay Area song of all time.
I'm gonna cue that up because I have a
Sure.
feeling what that is.
Right.
Timo, you have any thoughts on MC Hammer Can't Touch This?
It's kind of like the old school type of movie jams. The one that I think of when I hear MC Hammer, or this MC Hammer song is like Space Jam.
Right.
Just that kind of energy, the old school type of energy that kind of gets you up, gets you going. You heard it in movies, like I said, and like you said, just a party starter. Nobody's ever gonna be mad at it. You know what I'm saying? I bet you it was kind of like how we see "Tell Me When to Go"
Right.
feels to us. Back in the day, I bet you people were like, "Oh, God, can't touch this again." You know what I'm saying?
right.
But you have to play. It's the Bay Area classics.
I feel like in terms of like that old school feel, I would like to see in settings Can't Touch This played more in place of what's that one? This is how we do.
Oh,
I feel like
Montel
that's
Jordan.
like always played. Right. It's a great song. I get it.
Yeah.
But I feel like I would maybe like to hear you could spice it up a little bit with Can't Touch This.
Oh, yeah.
It is it's a fun song. Like I didn't
agree.
realize how fun it was until this.
Right. What makes it a gamble?
To play in a club and shit. I think it'd be a gamble.
I think if you get a good remix, I don't know if I've heard anybody remix
No.
Can't Touch This like proper.
Could be a really fun one to remix.
I'll do it.
There we go.
That is,
Timo.
you've heard it here first.
Timo.
Timo said he's gonna do it representing the Bay with the MC. Nobody's ever done that shit.
I'm
Whenever
gonna
somebody
remix
represents
every
the
song,
Bay,
every song that we put on this Bay Area song playlist, I'll remix it.
and we're
It'll
gonna
be
get
the
the
greatest Bay
Timo
Area
remix
remix
ever.
There we
Sure.
go.
if the area.
Play Bay
You
Area
heard it
songs
here
in any
first.
setting.
Oh.
You know, as far as what we have right now, we have one on the board. I'd put it there. I put it there. Why not? In
I'll
there.
put it there.
I'd put it there
One of the top
on the playlist.
Top, you know.
Just the top.
One of the
We're just making a
one of the
playlist.
top.
Top 10
We're
playlist.
making a dope playlist.
I just-
Okay,
yeah.
yeah, okay, they'd be in the playlist.
Yeah, sure. We gotta talk about the Bay Area. You gotta say that one.
Now, the other song you might have said, and if in the chat, let us know if it's "Can't Touch This" or this song is probably the biggest. If we're just talking just massive, huge, right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And
Not
I-
just big in the Bay Area.
Right.
Right.
Like literally globally.
Because I
Yeah.
do
We're
feel
thinking
like
globally here.
we were probably like 5 or 6 years away from even understanding how big "Can't Touch This" was, because we weren't. We were like 3, you know, like we
Yeah,
were super young. We knew it was huge though, you know. But this song we definitely were outside for, even as children.
Yeah.
But it's a banger, actually from San Jose,
Yeah.
right? The next song up on the playlist is "All Star"
By Smash.
by
Mouth.
Smash Mouth. This is the book club.
Somebody once told me the world is gonna roll me. I ain't the sharpest tool in the shed. She was looking kind of dumb with her finger and her thumb in the shape of an L on her forehead. Well, the years start coming and they don't stop coming. Fed to the rules and I hit the ground running. Didn't make sense not to live for fun. Your brain gets smart, but your head gets dumb. So much to do, so much to see. So what's wrong with taking the back streets? You'll never know if you don't go. You'll never shine if you don't glow. Hey now, you're an all-star. Get your game on, go play. Hey now, you're a rock star. Get the show on, get paid.
Kill it with that part too.
Banger.
It is.
It's a cool place, and they say it gets colder. You're bundled up now, wait till you get older. But
I
the
think it's
media
been
man
ingrained
begs
in
to
us
differ,
so
judging by the
hard.
hole in the
Absolutely.
satellite picture.
Absolutely.
The ice we skate is getting pretty thin. The water's getting warm, so you might as well swim. My world's on fire, how about yours? That's the way I like it, and I'll never get bored. Hey now, you're an all-star. Get your game on, go play. Hey now, you're a rock star. Get the show on, get paid.
So perfect for Shrek.
Only shooting stars break the mold.
This is the best part right here. It's like this the fucking best. The DJ fucking spins. Now I actually I have some thoughts about this song in particular. Like, obviously we know iconic from Shrek.
Right.
Right.
Yeah.
I forgot what it was. I went through this phase where it was like last year where I was like only listening to like just super positive music.
Okay.
Like just make me feel good music, right? Didn't care what they were saying. I just wanted like just the beat to make me feel good, right? And I don't know how I ended up on this. I think I did one of those like Siri playlists where it's like make me feel good, Siri, right? And this song came up. And I was listening to it, and I like listen to it all the time, right? I was like, okay, it's a cool song. And then I kept like replaying it. I was like, damn, this actually got bars.
Yeah.
Like this actually has like some deep meanings. Then I looked it up and I actually found the oral history of Smash Mouth's All Star. It's funny because they were originally from San Jose, of course, but they're like a sky band, right? Like that kind of reggae type of like, you know,
Okay,
like
yeah.
up tempo, right? They released their first album, which actually we had a song on VMWB that was on. It was like "Walking on a Dream" or something like that. It was on a very like ska reggae like type of thing, right? So the label though wanted like a more. So they went to do their second album, and it was in that kind of vein, but the label wanted a more pop sound, right?
Okay.
So this was the last song that they actually wrote for it. With just like fuck it, just give it to the label so we can fulfill it. We can release the album. They're like frustrated with it, right? So they gave it to the label, and the label had it, right? They were getting ready to like push it as a single. Well, the creators of Shrek are looking for a song for that opening scene, right?
Yeah, exactly.
So they contact the label, and it's like, hey, do you guys have anything that would work for this scene or whatever? And they were like, actually, we're trying to push this Smash Mouth song because the first album did really well. They wanted this one to do well.
Okay.
We're trying to push this Smash Mouth song. Smash Mouth actually said no at
Oh,
first.
wow.
Because it was a kid, probably.
Right,
This
right.
little movie. You're like, nah, you're not taking us serious.
Right, exactly.
Interesting.
And one of the bandmates kind of seen the vision. He was like, "Nah, like this is," because they got to watch the movie early. And remember, it was the
Okay.
first Shrek, so like we had never seen Shrek before.
Right, right.
And they're like, "Nah," like one of them was like, "Nah, this is gonna be a banger. Like this is gonna be it right here." The guy who wrote it, so it's the guy who sings, the guy who wrote it. Guy who sings it didn't want to do it. He
Okay.
probably think I have to sing this now for the rest of my life, whatever. He ends up talking him into it, and then it ends up being like the biggest song
Wow.
of all
Okay.
time. Like,
Now they're all getting that Shrek money.
Secret nugget. This is actually in my top 10.
really, it's altogether top 10.
In my actual Timo top 10.
You know,
It's in the
Interesting.
it would be in my
because
top
it's so
25.
big a part
I
of my
feel it.
life. You know what
right.
I'm saying? It was like when I hear this song, I think of like family. I think of like
Yeah.
that one time me and my sister performed it with our cousins in front
Oh,
of
dope.
our aunts and
That is really
uncles, and like it was, you know, that was because Shrek came out. Like that
Right,
was it.
right.
We were like maybe I don't know. I was like 9 or 10. You know what I'm saying? So,
Yeah.
And you know,
top 10.
the cool thing about that too is it's like you 9 or 10, you hear the song and you're a kid, it's on your like favorite thing, whatever. The song was so big you never stopped hearing it.
Yeah.
You know, so
Yeah.
like in
Yeah.
different parts in your life, like it would come on and it would like take you back to like maybe like a better time or something like
yeah,
that. Is
exactly.
when you're
It's a
younger.
good, feel good song. Like
Right.
everything's cool about it. Like
It's a really good
come-
song all
yeah,
in all.
the way
yeah.
his verses come off is like really well
It was
written.
smooth. It
Yeah.
was so smooth. Transition smooth. Everything about it was perfect.
The doo, 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 doo,
Iconic.
doo, doo, doo.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Great song.
In the chat, let us know which one you think is bigger. Danny over here saying everything and anything tracks is valid. Is tracks SF anthem too niche? You know what? Let's go ahead and play that
Yeah, let's see how that feels.
because it might be able to make this playlist here.
Yeah, because I mean, there are some staples that are Bay Area for local Bay Area fans.
That's true.
Yeah, that song is.
And you know, we want to introduce aliens to a little bit of both.
Of both,
You know
yeah,
what I'm saying?
exactly, yeah,
Like,
yeah,
What's
exactly.
like the big songs? What's the songs that represented old school?
What
new
does the
school?
Bay Area like?
Huh?
Right, exactly.
Well, I
Like,
mean,
what's
yeah,
it
it's
like?
so it's diverse.
Yeah.
For sure.
I don't know if I've
100%
heard.
diverse.
Bay Area likes MC Hammer so far. Bay Area likes
Like
Smash Mouth.
for real.
Right.
Later on, Metallica.
Metallica. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Is there anybody that came out of Santa Cruz wouldn't be Bay Area? I was just kind of thinking Santa Cruz, but Santa Cruz.
Who came out of there?
I don't know.
Oh.
I just wondered just because Santa Cruz. Santa
Sure.
Cruz. The banana slug.
Banana Slugs.
The banana slug zombies. Death metal band. Nah. So who's one of the biggest ones from like Palo Alto?
Palo Alto.
Hood Stars, right?
They're from Palo Alto?
I don't know.
Not
I don't
sure.
know. That's what I'm asking.
Might be. Might be. No, I'm
Because I
not
mean, you
too
gotta
sure.
go to city. You said G-Eazy's Hayward.
G-Eazy's
So G-Eazy
Hayward.
has to have a song on the playlist.
Speaking of Hayward, The Rock was born in Hayward.
For real?
Yeah.
Hey, then we got to do that. The Rock. I didn't know that. Remember that
Oh, it
song? It's
doesn't
about drive.
matter.
It's about power.
Oh
We
yeah,
stay hungry. We
With the-
devour.
Tech Nine. Is he from the Bay?
I think he's from Kansas City.
Oof.
I think he's from Kansas City. I think he just had like a
But
Bay
he
ties.
just he has some ties over here.
He does.
I'm not able to find specifically SF anthem. If y'all got another Tracks a Million song though,
Ooh, Tracks a Million
Interesting.
songs.
but
yeah,
Haku
yeah.
did say I came across the infamous video of Akon throwing a fan off stage like a Royal Rumble elimination, and a wave of nostalgia overtook my body. I remember that.
Which one?
Akon like just tossed the fan like fucking just
What?
hip tossed.
Did both feet touch the ground for an official elimination, however, or was the fan kept afloat?
No, he definitely hit the
Both feet touched
You know,
the ground.
I think when a fan gets on stage and the artist allows them to jump out, I think the fans are gonna catch you. If you weren't supposed to be on stage and the artist kicks you out, I think it's like a silent rule that like don't catch this fool because he might have just fucked up the show. You know what I'm saying? Fuck this fool. Like he probably got a concussion.
Make a circle and watch it
Just
fall
like
in.
let him go in.
I think
Just right into the circle.
is Tracks a Million the one that does Sideshow?
You know, if we got a question,
Oh,
whether
yeah, the
Trax
Sideshow?
Amillion's the one who did Sideshow, maybe he doesn't
Oh,
belong in
RIP
this
too, by the way.
conversation.
Sideshow?
You know, the sideshow is on here. That's like one of the first ones I seen. Play the sideshow. This is with the sideshow with Too Short and Mr. Fab.
Because that is Bay Area. Bay Area is.
Let's see.
Sideshow.
Oh yeah. Okay.
This is Bay Area.
This is really Bay Area.
see what you got. I don't rap if the beat don't knock. I need bass, make it fast. Every girl in the place shaking ass.
Oh,
Yeah, that's that bass shit. Give her to a good, that
explain
pussy
to
stay wet.
Haku.
I know what you want, bitch. You hooked on slap. You want that funk shit. Well, holla at tracks a million. But don't fall in love and start catching feelings. He roll up his back. Why would he? Flipped her and had a side showing her pussy. We won't stop doing donuts. Nothing gon' change when the police show up. Burning rubber in the streets of Oakland, bitch. What are you smoking?
The hook, best part
What
of
are
the
you
song.
smoking? What are you smoking?
Now, this is kind of what I think is. This is what has made Bay Area rap music so interesting over time. I'll say is I feel like, you know, we kind of grew up like these songs playing out of cars, at parties, in the clubs, right? So we know like how to dance to it or how to like move to it or like the words to it or the hook to it, right? And we just kind of like, this is just music along with like whatever 106 KML was playing or whatever. I started kind of like meeting people that weren't from the Bay Area and like being out, like just being places where it would play. And it was almost like just, there was nothing like a lot of old Bay Area music is like the quality is really low. And like, it's fine because we're used to it. You know, like the instruments can sometimes be like a little goofy that they use in it, but it works because we know how to dance to it. But it's like, there's definitely a reason why it's almost so niche. You know what I'm saying? Like niche in a way. I'm trying to think of like a specific area in the country that had like a really niche music scene.
Yet it reached out of that area.
In
A
like
la Memphis, like the
Kinda like
Memphis,
Memphis.
horrorcore shit.
right, exactly like that.
Yeah.
The Memphis horrorcore shit. If you're from Memphis, you know it. Like you
Yeah.
know what like a Juicy J beat sounds like and all that.
Yeah.
But it never like you know about it, but it never really kind of because it was too like if I were to hear it, I'd be like, that's kind of like maybe not for me.
Yeah,
But if somebody
right.
in Memphis would be like, no, this is my favorite shit. I could recommend you. It's like the Bay Area has a lot of that kind of hip hop music. Because even when you're
Absolutely
listening to
does.
it, you're like, if I was the alien, I wouldn't know how to dance to this. You know what I'm saying?
Uh,
But being from
Dr.
here, I think it's still like a part of it.
That's a
Dr.
really
T
good
said
point.
he experienced it in Arizona. Bay music plays everywhere, actually.
Oh wow,
I mean, Arizona,
that's a.
I wonder
really
what
interesting
songs though.
point.
Like I'd be kind
Well,
of
yeah,
curious.
what songs, Dr. T? What are the ones that actually?
I'm guessing
made it?
Dr.
Because if
T's
they're
referring
playing,
to
like-
hyphy music.
close to home.
Guessing hyphy music.
But even then, like, are they playing like this, or are they playing
not
like,
this.
are they playing Burn Rubber? You know, like,
He
I don't
said
know.
so far E40 and E40 songs. But I mean, he kind of got he's one of the bigger ones.
E40,
Right.
I mean, E40 had a presence in Atlanta as well for a while. He had signed to Lil Jon's label in the early
Right.
2003s.
But I don't know, like, if you're listening to like, I don't know if Tracks a Million is playing in like Chicago, and maybe I'm wrong. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know if that, like, the real like.
I
Bay
think maybe
Bay
this
stuff.
song could cross over though. This is one of the
Ultimately, I
better
could
ones.
totally also see it in
This is a good
regions
beat.
that
It's
don't
more-
have their
Right.
own music culture either. You know, some place like Arizona maybe lacks artists of their own, so
they
they
probably
adopt
just get a
ours. But
whole
as you
bunch
said,
of-
Chicago wouldn't because they have drill music, for
Now,
example.
I feel like the.
I could see Tell Me. He said Tell Me When to Go, but he did say Mr. Fab actually made some plays out there.
But I could see that though. I could see like Arizona doing that because it's like it's close to California. You know what I mean? Like who in Arizona are artists is there?
Oh, that's the
But
point,
but
yeah.
the thing with areas like that where there's not really artists or a scene itself is, you know, in the Bay Area, E40 is the biggest artist, right? In Arizona, Drake's the biggest artist. You know, like the radio is the biggest. You know what I'm saying? There are no artists and there's no scene, so whatever the radio plays is what you like. You know what I'm saying? Now,
Yeah.
I do think that there's probably enough crossover, like you said, Butters, that it is close enough to where I think there'd be some. Like, I wouldn't be surprised hearing E40, but I don't know if they're playing like the Federation. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if they're playing like.
that's too Bay.
Right. But I do agree that if you were to want to show somebody, I think a song like this is a good representation without having to give you like a big Mac Dre song. You know,
Exactly,
like
yeah, yeah.
This'll Dance. Or
This
like
is a
the-
Bay Area, song for sure, 100%.
You'd have to know what a sideshow is. You have to. I think one
Exactly.
thing that can be.
But that's what I'm saying. You explain it to him, like if you were talking, like you said, if an alien said, "What's up? What is the Bay?" This is one of like the slideshow. This is like the underground hip hop scene.
A good
sure.
introductory. I got one right here. Haku has So International by Be Legit and Too Short.
Yeah, and
Let's play that. Is Be Legit from the Bay?
Yes.
I didn't know. I was from LA.
Really? I thought he was from the Bay.
I could be wrong.
I don't
Be
know.
Legit?
Yeah.
He's E40's brother. Yeah, they're from Vallejo.
His brother?
Yeah, the click.
that's good to know.
And Sugar T's their sister, and I believe the fourth one is their cousin.
Oh.
Sugar.
Yeah, Sugar T's the sister, but let me double check all of that too.
Oh my God! What? I did not.
Yeah,
know
no,
that.
I'm gonna
My
definitely
brain is
recommend
fucking
Hurricane because
exploded.
that's my shit.
Ooh,
I'm pretty
Hurricane.
sure-
Hurricane could be.
Hurricane is my shit.
Hurricane could be definitely in the
one by
playlist.
Sugar, right? Is that what it's called?
No, Hurricane.
It's called Hurricane
Yeah,
by E40.
by the
That's my
click.
sister.
Nah, oh no, that one is Sprinkle Me.
Sprinkle Me. Yes,
Yeah.
yes. That's Bay Area culture. Like you're not gonna hear that.
Oh, sorry, E40, his cousin Be Legit, his brother D Shot, and his sister Sugar T. So Be Legit's a
Wow.
cousin. Maybe Be Legit's the cousin from Arizona.
Hey, that's who's
Matter of
extending
fact, I'm
it out.
here anyways.
Let's give
Vallejo.
Be Legit from
Interesting.
Vallejo. I didn't know that. Didn't
Nice.
know that. Fun
Cool.
fact. This is what you find
Fun
out on
fact.
the book club. I had Be Legit, So International featuring Too Short. This is recommended by Haku. Let's see if it makes our
Let's
playlist.
check this out. Ooh. Oh wait. I remember this. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Being too short, we do the freak with miles. In and out of ports, keep secret files. First peep the smile, then flash the wrist. Diamonds get them dizzy when it's stashed like this. On a blast like this, according to the script, hoes do the choosing. A bossy flip. I skipped from Peru, went straight to the magic. Them boys from the Bay and all day we be at it.
Yeah, we fly first class, touchdown like pimps. What's the next event? Tell me what town it's in.
Galveston.
I see you there, man. I always do. I had some good weed, some hoes too. What they fiending for? Give it to them all around the world.
I think that
I think it was
beat
like
is
a
set.
Friday.
When I'm on vacation, every
I think
day
it was
I
like maybe a
fuck
Friday
bad bitch to see a player
Okay.
wanna lay
Wow.
up.
Lay up.
Sure, sure.
Oh.
I'm so international.
Yo, shout out to Haku for that one.
That's a good one.
That was a banger.
Yeah.
And, you know, it kind of shows a bit of, you know, now that we're building this playlist out here, it shows a bit of the diversity where, you know, you can have a song like at the sideshow, but you could also have like that more West Coast influenced feel, you know, that didn't feel like a bite of LA. It just felt like a little, it felt West Coast. Yeah, it just felt West Coast.
Melodies,
You know why it
man.
didn't feel like
Right.
LA?
Catchy
It had-
melodies.
You know
Is
why it didn't have that LA sound?
Smooth.
It still had the bass sound in it. That
Yeah.
Yeah.
you know,
Haku said as far as a producer, Rick Rock influenced him a lot.
Amazing
Rick
producer.
Rock beats.
He did a lot of the Federation's work, I believe, right?
He did.
And another great producer from the Bay Area, other than Rick Rock, EA Ski.
EA Ski.
Ooh, that's
EA
true.
Ski was an
EA
amazing
Ski.
producer too.
What was that
Those-
one?
We've got a lot of amazing producers here.
Rick Rock did a lot of Turf Talk.
Oh,
Turf
that-
Talk was a bit, right. Right.
Rick Rock beats.
In here, I think that's Aaron. He was just saying the legend Muhammad. Just get a quick little shout out. I had to let him know
Thank
what
you,
it
thank
is.
you.
And you know, I seen 50 had this song by Mac Dre. Good choice, playable. Let's see.
Shout out to my folks from Vallejo. What up to the crest? My homies, the SBC DJs. The VLs, what's up, man? Your boy Dragon Style Rick Lee. Don't hit the player volume 2. This world, Cali Entertainment. Drop it.
Listen up, I'm about to get dope. It ain't nothing but
Let
some
this shit
shit
out, bro.
about a young brother deep in the game. They call me Mac Dre and I'm keeping
I want to know who did this.
Right?
This beat's hard.
This is a remix?
Oh, Rick Rock did a track with Jay-Z.
Right off of the Dynasty.
That's
It was on the
right.
Dynasty album. It was one of the singles
awesome.
too. I forgot which track specifically. This is a remix.
When the mic beat working, yeah, hype.
And the game starts flowing. The girls get freaky and it starts showing. And when the party's over at the end of the night, they say, damn, Mac Dre, you ain't nothing for life. 'Cause for the fucking radio. I'm too hard for the fucking radio. I'm too.
Well, I think even more specifically, I think it kind of was in line with what am I like old Too Short, like old school Too Short, kind of like this is like old school Bay Area, you know, like old school West Coast, but unique in its own way. I always liked.
Loonies though.
Yeah, Five Odded is amazing.
No, he said Oakland.
Oakland Raiders.
Oakland Raiders.
Oh,
I'm the Raider from. Is that the one? I'm a Raider from the Bay. Is that
Okay.
that one?
Yeah, you know what? We gotta drop that one. We gotta drop that
From
one.
E40 to Dua Lipa. Is Dua Lipa from the Bay?
Dua Lipa's not from the Bay.
no, Bay Area. I think
This is
No,
the
Bay
Bay
Area
Bosco
producers-
Conte.
Bosco Conte. went
Oh,
from
that's what's up.
Producing from E40 to Dua
Shout out
Lipa.
Bosco. If there's a specific song that Bosco did, let me know. We're gonna go ahead and get that in too. But you know, this Oakland Raiders Loonies, it has to be done. I haven't heard this in forever. So this might be this one we're talking about like songs about teams.
Oh, there we go. Yeah.
This might be the GOAT right here.
I remember this. Yeah, this one's hard.
With like the pirate type of
Yeah, I remember this.
Yo, I'm from the land of the players, slick talkers and collar poppers, narcotics and boss ballers, pit bulls and the rock rollers, niggas but gold teeth, old schools on gold feet, killers and OGs.
if I'm not mistaken, didn't Yuck Mouth have beef with like the game?
Yes, sir.
That's what it was, yeah.
Correct.
I heard that I think he got beat up when he went to LA or something.
I've heard about
Yeah,
that too.
yeah,
They punked
yeah.
him or something like that.
I like how we all knew that Yuck Mouth had gotten beaten up in LA.
Like
like something going
known fact.
amongst our circle.
He said, turn that shit off. He said, bang bang Niner Gang, E40.
I never heard of that song.
That was a good one. That was a classic for sure.
Which one?
That one. That you
The
just played.
yeah, because you know it had like you know Loonies, Yuck Mouth. Yuck Mouth was on the Loonies, wasn't he? Yeah.
All
And-
Oakland natives.
Right. They feel old school, like old school hip hop in the Bay Area, kind of like I guess early 2000s, like late 90s.
Dr. T asked if who did the new Raider song, and I remember didn't Ice Cube try to do it?
He did a Raider song. That's what he was featuring Too Short.
Oh, got it.
They were
That's
both
what
on it,
happened.
but Ice Cube did make the Raider
Yeah,
song.
it wasn't that good.
Or like West Coast Connection or something like that. I got 5 on it.
Oh,
What do you
it's a
guys?
classic.
What-
Absolutely, yeah. Of course.
What was that group that they came out on the West Coast? It was
West Side Connection?
no, not that
Connection?
one. I'm talking about it's Ice Cube, Snoop Dogg, E40, and Too Short. What is it? The
Oh, they did
West-
a super group together?
Westmore or something like that?
Because
Mount Westmore?
Mount Westmore. That's
Mount Westmore.
because they used to do that tour together, right? It was like How the
Yeah.
West
yeah,
Is
yeah,
Won.
yeah. I mean,
Right,
which makes
right.
sense for them to do that. It's
Is
a
there
smart
a-
move on their
Aaron had a good point here. He mentioned that Bosco Conte also produced the new workout plan off College
Off
Dropout,
College Dropout.
along
No
with Kanye
way.
and I
Oh,
think
wow.
Miri Ben Ari. Yeah.
Domino, who produced a lot of hieroglyphics.
Mm.
You know, that kind of takes us to a different kind of place. in
Ooh,
the
are
Bay
we
Area.
going to 93 till?
You know, we could do that. That has to be.
That's a
That's a
classic.
good one. Earlier in the chat, 50 said, "Too Short, I'm a player." That's definitely has.
That's probably the quintessential. That or the do 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 no 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 do 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 do.
What is that?
NWA, I just want to
can't
love
remember
you.
that
Somebody
one.
help me here. Nah. Oh my god.
How does it drop? Because it drops and he's.
No. Fuck.
Oh man, yeah, I know. We all know what
let
it
us know in
is.
the chat.
Pac
Pac
also
used it
used
too.
that
Pac did
sample,
use it.
right?
Yeah, it did. Yeah.
Oh man, it's on the tip of my tongue.
Oh, rest till we play SF Anthem by San Quinn. It's SF Anthem by San Quinn. That's what you're talking about. Is it? The That's what Dr. Drew said.
Yes, I
Yeah.
see that. I'm gonna throw that on there. We're gonna see, but who? Chat. What is that Too Short song that I'm thinking of?
I don't even know.
Ooh, Keep It on the Real is a good one too. Ah man, I'm
Oh,
trying.
it's San Quentin SF anthem.
Bay Area songs had no EQ. It was all
No
turned
EQ.
Up. All turned up. All audio turned up. Ooh,
Okay.
yeah, this was hard. This
Yo,
was hard.
quit it.
This was hard. That was hard.
I know you've been waiting for this
See,
one, right?
damn, see, I gotta add
Shut
this
up.
one to
So,
like
I
playing
got
this
you.
live. Man, nobody's playing
Let's
this.
deal. Street cred.
If I play this, everybody be like, what?
Boo Banger, what up?
There you go.
Hunter's
That's a
Points
good one.
Prince.
Oh,
Goodness.
I'm
Yeah.
sick, man. It's San Francisco, you see it? I rep my shit.
Thank you. How can we do?
Yeah, rep my city. Nobody flyer. Say something different. You
yeah,
a
he passed
goddamn
away.
liar. Block on fire. Street
Think he
stay
was
cooking.
sick?
Girl, you looking for a boyfriend to keep
I
on
think so.
look. Downtown
Something
film
like
on
that,
something
something
like Brooklyn. Uptown Harlem. Yeah, we ballin'. Frisco, home of the brave. I don't know about y'all, but we getting paid. All over TV, still ain't changed. Good in the hood everywhere I go. Got a block full of hitters
That was
everywhere
the
I
first
go. Stay from the hood, but you never there though. Yeah, HG love me. Lakeview love me. Sunnydale, Tower Side, let's get money. Bang, bang, 3-story gang, that's the movie.
Bands like
Crab
that.
music. Shut, let's do it.
Vans by the Pack, definitely. I did hear Danny's over here with some deep cuts, and I gotta respect it. He had 4 a.m. Bay Bridge music by Andre Nicotina.
Oh, no, the other one too. Conversation with the Devil.
I couldn't find that one. I'm gonna look. I'm gonna play this.
Oh.
No, yeah. But I thought we said, is he not from the Bay?
For Andre Nicotina?
Yeah.
Hey,
I
Danny
thought
is.
Sac, I think
Vallejo?
so.
No,
Sac,
you
right?
know what? I was wrong. Tech 9 is from
Kansas City.
Kansas City.
Okay,
I get
okay.
them mixed
Okay,
up.
okay.
Andre Nicotina, Sacramento, right? I think. Well, we're counting Sacramento artists too, because I'm gonna get Death Grips, Get God on there for sure.
You're gonna consider Sacramento.
We're not gonna do
Bay.
Sacramento?
Nah, too far.
We're
We're not doing
Sac-
Vacaville.
Alright.
No way. Sacramento's not part of that.
No Sac.
No
No
Sac.
Death Grips
No Sac.
tonight.
So wait, is Andre Nicotina? Where's he from? Is he from the
Then why
Bay?
we doing Vallejo?
Vallejo's the Bay.
Vallejo is part of. Okay.
Like granny, goose to get flabby, eating good, it's all in the plan to stay happy.
Lost in the weed like a ghost without a blessed vision. But
Close,
still I
yeah.
find my
You
way
have to
to
pass
do
the
a
bridge to
little
get
caddy
there.
dipping.
Oh, there's
I'm
one
fine
way.
tuned and groomed
There's
just like
water,
a
there's body
mannequin.
water, yeah.
And body all of it and treated like a mannequin. I get a pattern pen.
But I mean, we're not
but it
using
don't
every
matter then.
indicator of
I'm a
body of
real
water
rap
'cause
cat.
it's the whole
Oh, I'm not a
coastline.
trend. I keep the temperature cold up in a hot rental. I thought Superman was
Oh.
still until
Nicotina
the
SF.
info.
Right,
I
right,
just
yeah, I see
giggles.
what you're saying.
Or you really wiggles. My crossover dribble penetrates me to the middle. I spin a better web, milky like a silk
point.
spread.
Ooh, Jack the
Do it
Glamorous
like a
life
baker,
for
get
sure.
a oven
Yeah.
for your bread.
Jack
That's
is
an
Glamorous
absolute
lifestyle, yeah.
Through your metal, take over. I'm a straight EQ, the levels, bass and all the treble.
Oh,
We get
SF,
all
not-
hypey
not Sac.
with a
Okay,
look
cool,
like
cool, cool.
somebody stepped on your Nikes, rolling with the Pisces, homie King Nicky. The freaks
this is
brought
a
the
really
purple,
old
we
school
brought the
type
Phillies.
of
Yeah, this ain't
Bay
pay
Area
money,
type
I'm
of rap,
stay
too.
getting
Right,
paid.
I agree.
Like this is like now like
Shit, I
it's
really
evolved
live
to
it.
now
Leave
like
me
that San
Frank
Jose
Fidget. Don't worry about your
rapper
digits or
stuff
any of your
now. You know
pumps
what I'm saying?
critics.
That's like coming out.
Who's like keeping that
But
alive?
that's still
Right.
who's keeping it alive though.
Throw on wonton soup in there. Yeah, I throw on wonton soup. Berkeley, definitely Bay Area.
No, I'm
Yeah,
not gonna
Bay
lie.
Area, Berkeley.
Wonton soup has to be the one.
Has to be in there.
Haku brought me back on this one. I see a few going in there. I'm setting them up, but Haku brought me back on this one.
Unreal. Yeah, true.
Well, you know, in the 90s, the sound kind of mended. Think of old Digital Underground. Think of like Too Short, all of that. But I get what you mean, especially those little drops.
Keep it on the real.
Shows going down.
250's
I made
original
a
group.
right on 73rd and purchased some act right. Bounce back in, crack that hit. I'm worldwide like a fifth of gin, and plus I'm in it to win. I'm checking your chin. AK down 77, my cousins, deep in the block, them deep east legends. There ain't no need to be stepping, we flow nine. Got them all rewinding, now they all realizing, low riding high side.
California.
Not as far as it should have.
I don't know if East Coast was bumping a lot of California. And if it was like LA. Maybe. I don't really know what the sound was. Now, I think 50 put this one in. This also low-key a classic.
Yeah, this for sure has to be in it.
Yes.
This is for sure. Like when this is,
Oh yeah.
yeah, because only in the Bay Area you could get purple. That was a thing for a while.
Right, yeah.
You could only get it from our climate. Something about that. I mean, maybe it's a myth. I don't know, but that's from all the years of me smoking. That's what I heard from the Bay.
what I had heard
Purple
before,
was
too,
only you can only get it from the Bay. Something about our climate, kind of like sourdough. But I could be wrong. Correct me if I'm wrong.
Haku got a real good one there. People can hear by Drew Down.
Oh,
Yeah.
well, yeah. I'm working through this list. We got some bangers.
You know, shout out to Chet, man, for all the help. Yeah,
Because,
shout out
you know,
to Chet. These are great.
Aaron had put in Cocaine by Kaz Kaiser. Kaz Kaiser. We're going to find out.
RBL possibly.
That's right. They made the Black Panther soundtrack too.
This is a banger. I haven't heard this in hell long. What?
Just like that Bay Area shit. Like, if you know type of shit.
Smoking, going back because all my friends, brothers, older brothers were all into music. So I heard all this different. That's when I got into hip hop. It was all stuff like this. All the underground stuff. Different types.
This beat is crazy.
Lord knows that I love it, but I know this ain't what love is. So controlling and I'm knowing that it won't.
I don't know what year.
I want to say that.
Candy, why can't we get along? Little Henny, Coke and Brandy, family tell me that I'm wrong. Cause I leave a ass alone and I'm right back. Got me in the zone like a triple stack. Straight up, no cuts. Tough, I can't front, I'm tripping.
Just
So
the ass
addicted and I feel so stuck. Leave that I'm stacked. Feeding it away. Really wanna say no. Tell
Yeah,
go,
I
man.
would guess it's from the early 90s
Got me
as well,
like
early to
Cobain,
mid 90s.
insane in the brain, in my veins. It's like cocaine.
So I seen
This
this
is like
one.
definitely a hidden gem.
Super hidden gem, yeah. If you weren't like early '90s age, like
It's definitely if you had it like either on a LimeWire or you downloaded it on LimeWire or somebody.
Now, this one right here had came up a couple times. Y'all said it. The chat said it a few times. I had to just play it at this point.
oh, of course.
Glamorous Lifestyle. Yeah. R.I.P. Jacka.
I seen 50 say Drew Deasy for San Jose. What's a good Drew Deasy song? What's like a good beginner Drew Deasy song? Put me on, y'all. Drew Deasy.
I know you see me right here, ain't playing drive-by. But you so in the middle, you'll never ask why. You know I got paper, yes I'm a deep boy. You a big girl, glamour
What's good there? I'm saying loud and
rocks
speak.
on the wrist, big dreams, nice car. You wanna live life with a rich rock star. Everybody know us, everybody
so,
know
yeah.
y'all. I think I'm in a rush, so I probably never call. Why you trying to find, girl? You know you ain't ready. I be in the hood every day with my family. We the mafia, so my love gon' get me. I'm an animal, miss my clothes don't fit me. Hanging on my ass when we pull up in the Bentley. Nobody in my line, but we
I have actually a list. Anything that we have.
I'm the Jack, ice cold Mac from the figures. Locked in the couch in my cell with a killer. Only ever sip a Jack, never heard a nigga real. Fat shout to the 4XIP gorillas.
Fun fact.
Niggas doing life, do what I can to make
Fun fact that I didn't know that Aaron said, and I'm gonna play some Mad Face. It's a Milpitas classic. In the early '90s, about 4 rappers from the Bay, or from Milpitas, had major label deals.
Oh wow. They're called Mad Face?
I think he was one of them.
Oh, okay.
You know I got paper, yes I'm a diva. You a big girl, glamorous lifestyle. Rocks on the wrist, big dreams, nice cars. You wanna live life with a rich rock star.
And I seen 50 was so what's the question, guys? Are we accepting Sacramento or not? What's our final decision? Sacramento Bay?
Not Bay.
That is a not Bay. But shout out to Mozzie though. He is killing shit right now.
Yeah, Sac has a
Absolutely.
good little music scene,
Zach has their own.
but not Bay.
Mo said this one brings me back. I love this song.
Ski, CMT, frontline, yeah, locksmith,
Yeah, this was cool because it was like summertime when we were in high school.
yeah.
It was like this was our perfect time for like hyping movement. Like we got the actual
But that's alright.
movement, part of it.
We just gonna spit at you a little bit. You know, let's get it cracked, lock. Come on.
Now what do we have here? A new nigga rapping the bag, making a name. Niggas wanna step in the way. All of the bullshit and the stress in the way is enough to make you want get a weapon and spray.
Richmond counts, right?
Happy to chew it, but understand I'm a man. If you have
Locksmiths from Richmond.
we can take it to a
Okay,
battle.
cool.
Richmond
I
counts.
ain't a
Richmond
pussy
counts.
man, I don't swear vaginal flu. But some of you assholes wanna start with me. Like I ain't got a motherfucking heart in me.
Let's say EA Ski beat, I think, right?
I think this
Yeah,
is
it's
ESP, yeah.
Who's that one song EA Ski had that was fire? I gotta look that one
You can
up.
look into the area above my nose and see I don't fuck around the song. So I'm bird in the motherfucking ground and gone. Come on.
What is it? Whatever you might want it to be. What is it? Why you wanna hate on me? What is it? I ain't even tripping, dog. What is it? I'ma show you how to walk. What is it? Whatever you might want it to be. What is it? Why you wanna hate on me? What is it? I ain't even tripping, dog. What is it? I'ma show you how to walk. I'm a quarterback like Rich Gannon, man. And I don't do a damn thing but throw your game. Hold that back talking, man, you should be shamed. I thought we
Between the Rich Gannon shout out in this song and between Don Cannon using the Gannon from Blitz, Rich Gannon actually has like a cool little place in hip hop history. Shout out to Rich Gannon. Shout out
definitely does.
to sidearm throwing quarterbacks. You know what it is. That's a good one. I like that. I can't find any of the Mad Face, Charisma, Architect all have major labels, but you know what? Shout out to them. We might have to do a different small like for YouTube episode of Milpitas rappers that I didn't know were popping like that. Somebody else, you know what? This was. I have to put this. It was in the chat earlier. I meant to put this. Y'all were talking about it, and it's definitely a fucking banger. I didn't know he was from the Bay.
Oh, Drew Down, Pimp of the Year.
Pimp of the Year. He's from the Bay?
He's from the Bay, yeah. Drew Down from the Bay.
I got Drew Deasy on the gang coming up next. I seen that. Nicotina and Jacket. You know what? Andre Nicotina. But it was never like, I never listened to a lot of, well, was Andre Nicotina pretty big? Like for Bay Area standards?
Yeah, for sure. Definitely hella
What I
big.
recall from him, he makes a lot of Coke references.
Yeah, Coke references, like really dark.
Yeah.
Kind of like
A bit more horrorcore, right?
a little darker.
Like he was the one who had
kinda like
signed
that Tech
Brother
Nine.
Lynch Hung to his label, right?
Something like that.
Because I know Brother Lynch is from Stack. Oh, Rappin' Fortune Players Club too.
Rapping Forte. This is true. Yes, I just realized this is Pimp of the Year too, Haku. Yeah, we just played the remix. I don't know if
Big
I
Time
showed
and
the
Nef the
aliens.
Pharaoh
This one.
definitely deserves a little shout out for sure.
This
Kind
is
of kept it alive.
on the gang, Judeezy. I'm gonna put that Big Time because that was a big song. I agree.
Yeah. Daisy. Leave that fuck shit to them fuck niggas, boy, I'm on one. Tap in with your big niggas, I'm the wrong one. 7-step drop, 100 packs, that's a long one. As long as them niggas run it back, boy, we on. 40 bottles in the club, boy, we pour it on the rug.
See, I
Boy,
never
you flexing
actually
with the big
heard
dogs,
Drew
we don't
Deasy
give a
music,
fuck, boy.
but he's got like the
Boy, we
street
don't give a
San
fuck,
Jose
boy, you
sound.
What would
flexing
be
with
the biggest
big dogs, we don't give a fuck. Fresh kick in the
Biggest
sky, dwelling
G-Eazy
new
song.
The one with the
down.
chick
You
singing.
niggas used to be them niggas, but it's
Oh
us
yeah,
now.
that was his biggest
It's us
song.
now.
I forgot
It's
that
us
one.
now. They used to be them niggas, but it's us now.
Yeah.
I said I do it
That would
for
have
the
to be
set.
his biggest song.
Shoot to kill niggas,
Which
really
one?
die
The
for
one,
us.
the
The
one
one
with
that the main one with the girls singing in the background.
Oh my God, I know what you're talking
Yeah.
about. Not on this playlist though. Get that shit out of
Yeah,
here.
you've always never liked G.
Y'all can tell
I've
me
always
another
remembered that.
G-Eazy song,
Oh,
but
have you
always
heard
never liked
Gula from G-Eazy?
I never heard. Hey, y'all
Can we-
library at G-Eazy
Can
way
we do that
harder.
real quick? G-Eazy.
I gotta
Gula?
play this one real quick because
For
y'all
sure,
about
for
to go
sure.
crazy for this one because I forgot about it. Haku says one of the hardest beats in the Bay Area, and I agree.
Oh, that's true. I remember slapping this with my brother's van.
Gula. Oh, with Carnage,
Voila.
huh?
Oh, it is with Carnage.
Oh, really?
Holy shit.
That's crazy. Just saw him. Shout
I
out
never knew
Gordo,
this
Carnage.
guy.
That's crazy. I mean, he's worked with a lot of artists.
Yeah, I checked out the young.
Young that one?
Yeah.
Jacob watch with interchangeable bands in 5 time zones.
Shout out to Jacob Watt, shout out.
Smoking on some cactus, sipping on some super duper extra straight. $1.50 a shot, Louis the 13th. Head hard as a rock, stop by the barber shop. Shoot some craps in the back, then hit the block. There go the Elroys, the handcuff in my
Was Gasoline on somebody's top 10?
Couldn't say the ABCs
I don't
back.
remember anybody with Gasoline
I
on the
can't
top
say my
10.
ABCs
Call
back.
it
Was
either.
when I'm sober.
You know what? If I had an E40 song, this would be it. This is my favorite E40 song. Maybe Sprinkle Me too. I like it.
Who are the other artists from the Bay?
Hey, whose song you played me? Somebody asked. Somebody said you played me. Who's that?
You played
D-Lo. Is it D-Lo?
Yeah, D-Lo. You played me. That is a Bay Area club song. Yeah, no ho is probably bigger than D-Lo.
That's the D-Lo one, yeah?
Yeah, D-Lo. No, yeah, well,
D-Lo,
no,
yeah.
no,
Now we got this as a potential G-Eazy candidate.
Oh, this
This
is
is
the
Gula.
one. Carnage and G-Eazy.
Hey, you see, yeah, you hear them diamonds, bitch. You hear them diamonds, bitch. I'm worth 45
Well, they actually
million.
are pretty good friends. They went to the Super Bowl
Me and you together,
together.
what?
Oh.
Now that I think about it, now I remember.
He got more money than me. Cause you white. Yeah.
G-Eazy and Carnage.
Yeah, I'm gassing. Whoa.
No, let this play.
Ain't about that action.
So I guess he has a rapping alter ego called 30 Rap that's on this.
Carnage.
Carnage, yeah.
Yo, bitch is cashing.
Nah, this wasn't big enough.
And she want the guala guala. And she like the guala guala.
The guala
She
guala.
want the guala guala. And she like the guala guala.
I like the beat. I mean,
Did you guys
I don't know if
know?
Carnage
Did you
misses.
guys know Journey was from the Bay?
I did not fucking know Journey was from the Bay.
Journey-
That's
from
the
the
one
Bay?
that caught me off guard. We were talking about how nothing could catch us off guard. If Journey's from
There
the
it
Bay,
is.
that's the one that caught me off
Journey's
guard.
from the Bay. You got Green Day, like we said before.
Green Day.
We also have,
Wow.
like you said, the Doobie Brothers. Third Eye Blind.
The Bay?
Third Eye Blind.
No way.
The
So
Third Eye
Journey's-
Blind,
Is
yes.
Journey the biggest?
Oof, Journey might be.
Or
the big-
Metallica.
Just a small town girl.
Nah, but Metallica's probably like the
Ooh,
biggest
Metallica,
rock band.
Yeah, I think. Oof, I don't know. We'll leave it up to the chat. Is Journey bigger or Metallica bigger? You guys let us know. Yeah, so that's other
Hey,
Bay
shout out
Area
Third Eye
artists.
Blind though.
Third Eye Blind, yeah, another amazing band.
Real one.
Third Eye Blind was really.
We gotta
good.
get a
We saw
poll.
him live actually at
Outside Lands.
Outside Lands.
That's
That was a
right.
really
We
cool
did
one.
see
That was
fucking
a-
Third
that
Eye
was pretty.
Blind. I gotta play this Bay classic.
Yeah.
D-Lo always made funny songs. It always made me laugh. Like, cause he was singing this like, was it serious or not? I don't know, but it was fun.
You're from San Francisco. That's
Journey's from SF, yeah, that as well.
Well, SF was banging.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
I mean, come on, Sly and the Family Stone.
Yeah.
I loved you, you bitch, but you played me, you hoe. Shoulda took you to the strip, bitch. I coulda been on for
LA?
Are they? I think they're from SF. Let me go. It has been based in SF. Yeah.
Okay, so based in San Francisco, but from LA.
Formed in
But
Hey,
LA.
you know what?
They
They
don't
pulled
count.
a reverse Tupac. If people
They
say
did.
Tupac is from LA, like he reps the LA. Look at
Okay, I see
we
what
can
you're
claim Metallica, right? We
did a
traded.
trade.
We
We
did
traded.
trade.
We traded. We're like, we'll take Metallica. You guys take
Take
Tupac.
Tupac.
Good deal. Both winning parties.
Hey, to be fair, I'm reading up on this. It looks like Lars Ulrich lived in Denmark till he was 12, then came to LA. And then formed the band, and then
Well, you know, Tupac came from Baltimore, New York to Baltimore to.
That's so funny. Metallica, he said Metallica ain't bad. They're bad. Metallica. That's what Danny said. No, remember we said this. We said the opposite. Yeah, we did the opposite.
You know,
Tupac.
Freaks of the Industry by Digital Underground is one of
That's
them.
also bad.
That's another good Bay Area song.
I'm gonna cue that
Very
one
well
up.
known.
But you know, I gotta pay respects to the guys one time though.
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah.
You know.
Is Santana the biggest?
Wait, no, maybe he.
Ooh.
Santana's pretty big.
Santana, the biggest Bay Area artist. Let us know the chat.
He internationally, he's probably the biggest.
He has
Internationally,
his own role.
That's true. Too. I don't know. It's either between those two. It's between those two and Metallica. 3 of them. That's tough. That's tough.
Grateful Dead.
Ooh, Grateful Dead's pretty big. Internationally too.
I would maybe not internationally, right?
Because now we have to get to the international. Who went the
double
who
check,
who went all the way?
Santana, Journey,
And Metallica so far top 3.
yeah.
Nobody else could beat them.
maybe even Metallica. Smash Mouth for one song though. for the
Yeah,
most
I don't.
part.
Now it's like their whole catalog.
Because you could probably say MC Hammer off one song.
Yeah.
He was worldwide big.
Ooh, that's tough. That's a tough one. We'll leave it up to the chat.
And then, you know, Aaron went and dropped The Conscious Daughter. I've never heard of The Conscious Daughter before. We're going to throw that on. Maybe it makes it. Let's see.
Cupcake, no fillings. Trunk Boys.
Yeah, cupcake, no feeling.
Cupcake No Feeling is a banger, yes.
10:35 on a Saturday night, the mob is rolling deep, hitting switches and shit is
The OG female rapper.
Reminds me of the Coop. Also from the set.
Yeah.
But I see the female there was a DJ.
And now it's 93 and see is doper than most. Getting paid while them other hoes fade, cause they can't come close.
Black
I want some
Delicious.
new and proof, gotta get mine.
Is Black Delicious?
Black Delicious is from the band. Yeah, I mean, feel free to double check. I always do, but I believe Oakland. I believe.
Shout out to Conscious Daughter.
Yeah, they did.
You know, 50 said it, so I had to at least play it. I had to. This might be the most quintessential Bay Area song outside of Tell Me When to Go. Now, everybody's probably not going to know it, like, everywhere, but if you're from the Bay, you know how to do this dance. Right.
This one, and I got the north, got the east, got the west.
Also banger.
Yeah. But this is Bay Area. Like, even when me, Mo, and Zach were at the Gordo show, we were throwing the this face.
Yeah.
Like, that's Bay Area.
That really
That's
is.
Bay Area. You were in class, like, throwing the this face at each other. That was pretty Bay Area. Yes, Grateful
Gordo
Dead
played
has
Dead,
been
yeah.
mentioned.
Feel It,
and,
bad. That was just so on point too. Let's go with it,
Yeah.
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 A dance is always
this
gonna
is
win.
like this is a dance. Like you're
Get
learning a
Stupid
dance.
is a harder one. I would say it's much bigger than Boss Tycoon for sure. But Get Stupid is up there too. If not, Thizzle Dance.
You waited for
is out
this one
by
to
a
drop.
win.
You were waiting for the whole crowd to do this. You could end on it. You could end on this song, and the whole crowd would go down.
We got Danny has said Spice One, and then Haku dropped the song. This is Spice One strap on the side.
Oof.
I think Spice One was more like gangster rap, right? Aaron said you were throwing the this face to Miss Harrison.
Oh yeah, always, all the time. I love her.
You know how like people have resting bitch faces? I want like people have resting fizz faces.
It's actually funny. I saw that.
face.
We saw Miss
RTS.
Harris at 55 South getting her groove on. I almost made a move.
Hey, hey.
So the
I
fizz
said,
face
nah,
on her
nah.
one more time.
I'd be like, hey girl,
Face.
One last
remember
time.
me? This is what it is.
Nah, that's
Phone
a
it,
that's
Mr.
an
Fab.
epidemic actually. Is resting this face. Yeah. It's very high in many area codes in the northern California region.
But to the point where people are getting judged for it, and like, you know, people with RTF often feel discriminated against because they're constantly rolling.
Yeah.
I'm not on drugs.
They're not. This fucking
Yeah,
this
it's been a problem of people
Because
have
this is what it
Losing
is.
jobs and shit, job interviews.
California actually had to pass a law that you cannot discriminate by resting this face.
Yeah,
There's like a lot of
it was
application, like
bad.
interviews weren't going
Only in the
well
Bay
with resting
Area.
this face, but you know,
It was tough.
shout out to the resting this face support group on Reddit.
Right,
I know
yeah.
I see y'all out there.
Absolutely.
Hey, do you guys know who the dead
Kennedys?
Yeah.
You gotta pull the Dead Kennedys up. Where are they
Yeah.
from, Danny? Where are they?
Were
you guys
the
got
Ramones
San Francisco or Oakland?
Were the Ramones not from San Francisco either?
They're from London. No, from
Lo-
New York.
New York,
New York, New York, New
Yeah,
York,
let me
New
pull up
York.
this list I was looking at.
Aaron
the rock
did say
side of the Bay
Zion
Area.
I, which is a little
Zion
bit on
I,
the,
yup.
I got a bird's eye view.
Hey, what about that rock song?
So many things you can say about it.
which rock song?
On the real, like, hip-hop is just beautiful.
So the Rock is officially from the Bay Area.
From
Is
the
that what you're
first
telling
time I
me?
saw you, infatuation. Pulled to the side to provide conversation. Wild reputation,
What
but
is
you
it?
was so cool.
Oh, I shared that with them earlier. He was
What high
born
school
in-
did he go to?
He was born in Hayward.
Okay.
But no, he's not like based out of there. Yeah.
Type.
He probably spent more so time in San Jose. He used to be like around down like the wrestling areas because his dad, Rocky Johnson, would be around San Jose often wrestling. Yeah, independent promotion. But
50. I think that song was the motto.
oh, was
that
it not
was
for
motto.
free? Oh, the motto and
It
then
was
for free
That was also supposed to be like
because it samples. It sounds like Blow the Whistle to me, isn't it? Is it called for free? The one with DJ Khaled.
that is you're right on that.
DJ
The,
Khaled and
the
Drake?
motto was supposed to be like
Another Bay Area. Yes,
the-
right. Yeah.
I think they were supposed to shoot the video. in the Bay Area
Oh,
for some
that's
reason.
right. That's right. Too. Yeah.
That was
Yeah.
that was the one style Drake couldn't steal was Bay Area
Area
style.
style.
He wouldn't have
Damn,
known
that's
how
interesting.
to like,
Yeah, he couldn't.
like, oh,
couldn't
this
do it.
is fucking
it's
different.
a
I'll
whole
just be
different-
friends with you
Yeah.
guys.
But he killed it with motto and
We have a different type of swag, I'm guessing.
Bruh, like the beats are weird. It's just easy to you because like you're from
You're
the Bay
not.
Area, but the beats are just different. There's nothing like this that happens in music anywhere. Have you heard anything like it? Have you heard something like the Dizzle dance from like Texas or like Florida, Miami? They got their own styles, but this is just like a different style. Like, would Drake know how to like dance to this stuff? Like, it's a very you had to be there.
Hey, I didn't know Boz
happy thing.
Skaggs was from San Francisco.
Boz Skaggs is from San Francisco.
He's like more funk, isn't he? I know a couple songs. I remember the album cover of some of his music. Pretty
Fun fact: The Rock went to Hawaii when he was 12 years old, and he fucked an 18-year-old at a park.
did you read that in The Rock's book, Aaron? Because I
sick.
think
mean, he
I
probably
recall
looked like he
reading
was
that in
already
The Rock's
18.
autobiography as well.
His dad was a wrestler. He was
I
probably
think it was
swole.
called The Rock Says. I completely
The
forgot
Rock
what it was.
Says?
I think that's what the autobiography was called.
Interesting. Nah, yeah.
He's told the lyrics were what song?
Of course, Too Short. Too Short. Oh, Digital Underground.
Yeah, absolutely.
Other ones, I don't know who these people are. Interesting. A lot of talent, though. A lot of musical talent.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah, that and same song with Pac's first appearance on record.
All right, so if you had to make a band
Yeah,
of the Bay Area artists that we've been talking about, who
like a
would you
Mount
ca-
Rushmore. Is that
yeah,
what
like
we're talking
the
about?
Bay, but your own, like your own special one. It doesn't have to be the best, but you know,
Yeah.
who's your four that you're putting together to make some Bay Area music
Oh, as a group.
as a group? Like, who's your four group that you would pick
Like a Bay Area supergroup.
Damn,
for
that's a
you, for
tough
yourself?
one.
Like, what you would want to
What would
hear.
I
Not
like?
like the best,
Right,
not your
right,
top
right.
four, but who you kind of going with?
All right, so throw in Santana as the guitarist in Metallica, and have the lead singer Keek the Sneak, and
yeah, okay.
have him bust out some fucking like deep, heavy shit together as a trio. I can't pick the fourth one.
Three. That's three. That's
That's
solid.
all you
That's
need.
solid.
Keek the Sneak, Santana, and the rest of Metallica.
And the rest of them,
There we go.
I like
Yo.
it. I
That's
like
the-
it. That's hard.
What about
That is
That's
lit.
hard. That's a good one.
Wow. Keek the Sneak as the lead singer of Rock.
just
See,
want
that's where
some
you got me though. Yeah,
gritty
that's Bay
sense.
Area
Yeah.
for sure. That's a good one.
Okay, I need Sly Stone
Oh, wow.
as the singing the hook
Okay, okay.
on an EA Ski beat.
Oof.
All right.
All right.
Okay, that's where you're going.
You know, already off the top right there. Okay. Then I need the Doobie Brothers
Oh.
throwing the instrumentation on the joint, like working in tandem with EA Ski
Love it is.
and Sly Stone on vocals,
Uh-huh.
right? I'm gonna add like an extra person to this. I need a feature verse from MC Hammer though. So MC Hammer, Sly Stone are going back and forth. And during the performance, I need the silver robot guy from the Pier 39.
Oh.
hitting the-
That's
That's a
Bay Area
wrap.
for sure.
That's right there.
That's
Like
a
that would be
wrap.
my. You do
That's a
that
good
at
one.
Shoreline. I just want lawn seats with the joint. I'm straight.
is good.
Straight for the day.
That's a
Who's
good one.
yours? Who do you got?
Damn, now I see. I was gonna go in a different direction, but you guys got me thinking. All right, off the top. All right, I just want Too Short to be.
Okay.
Too Short's
Okay.
gonna be. The
Okay, I
So,
feel it.
I want to track some million.
Okay. Okay.
I'm kind of thinking of somebody else to kind of go as a good duo with Too Short. But you guys made it so wild that mine just sounds so like plain and normal. I'm trying to think now. You already took Santana. You took Metallica. Who do I have left on the board?
We got Raphael Sadiq from Tony.
You also
I kinda want
got
a singer, though.
you got
Who would be
Rapping
like the
Forte.
singer?
Yeah,
Oh,
he's a
it's like
singer?
Tony,
Okay,
Tony,
so I
Tony.
did
Yeah,
Tony,
yeah.
Tony,
Raphael
Tony.
Sadiq.
Ra-
I can see
Raphael
that. I can
Sadiq.
see that singer. I
Who's
got someone as a lead. And tracks a million beat. Yeah, nah.
You adding a fourth person there?
I want to go fourth, and I want to go something very like wild, but there ain't nothing wild left to go with.
Maybe like Kaylani on like back.
I was thinking
vocals right
Kehlani.
there. It'd be
We
nice.
missed it out on
I was
the
thinking
female
Kelly-
artists
exactly.
For
Right,
real.
right.
Yeah.
What are the bigger?
Was
very
Janis
females?
Joplin from the Bay?
Bigger.
Janis
I'm gonna
Joplin
look at the
was.
female.
Janis Joplin.
Female artists.
Bigger female
But yeah, I'll
artists.
probably rock with that. That's what I want. I felt
Kehlani.
like the thing, but you
And
guys killed it.
Sweetie is Sac?
She's Sacramento. She's
Okay.
Sacramento. Oh wow! Wait, hold up. Aaron said Guapale.
Oh, Guapale
That's
is
a
an
good one.
amazing call.
That's a banger right there.
yeah,
Yeah.
Guapale is a
Interesting.
And 50, I agree. Lawn on the Shoreline is better than Seats. I've had Seats one time. Lawn the rest of the
Lawn
time.
forever.
That-
I actually
that's
saw
the spot.
Santana at Shoreline.
Lawn?
That was dope.
Oh, at the lawn.
Oh,
And the
that's
line.
right. You
Gotta
did
do
tell
it.
me about that. Yeah.
That was pretty cool.
You know, what? I agree with Haku though. He said that the single has to be intro by Chewy Gomez. That is
Oh.
100% true.
Is it okay if I replace him with DJ Strawberry?
Strawberry. Yeah.
Strawberry.
You know-
Saint John, you're so fierce.
I need St. John
That's
doing
true.
a prank skit on the.
The Doghouse. That's what it was called, right? That
It
morning
was the
show.
Doghouse.
The Doghouse. Yeah.
Okay.
Wow.
What's the? I just want
CMC.
the girl. I want the dude who does the Shaneco.
Oh,
Just to do
wow.
ad-libs.
weekdays
Just
till
to do
late.
ad-libs.
Weekends
Walnut
till 5.
Creek. You
San
know what?
Mateo
I didn't know.
and Wal-
Shane Co is actually in different
Mateo.
areas.
San Mateo and Walnut Creek.
I've
Walnut
seen
Creek.
on TikTok, Shane Co is in different areas, and like people in Arizona like know their version of it, and it's like Phoenix, Tucson, and
Oh,
I thought it was
that's-
like a Bay Area specific
I
thing.
felt special. in
Clear
that.
Channel
He
Radio
probably
played
went
us.
out. He went out and survived.
So they had it for everybody then.
I know. Shane over here
Damn,
selling
so he's
them
not Bay
drinks.
Area.
So they had bangers though.
They
Hey,
had
you
Bay
know,
Area.
Aaron said my wife used to party with St. John. That's some real Bay
Oh,
Area
what?
shit. That's some real Bay shit.
Hey,
St. John. Hell
5
yeah.
o'clock traffic jam remix. Yes. Wow.
Bring it back.
That's hard. Rick
Rick
Lee.
Lee actually
Rick
does
Lee.
Sundays. It's thrown by the promoter name is Anthony Presents. So I've
Rick
actually
Lee.
seen Rick
Aaron,
Lee
did you
DJ.
get it
Pretty
from
good.
the Cupertino location, Walnut Creek, or San Mateo?
Of what?
He
Wait,
got
is
his he got his
Wedding
ring
from Shenko.
from Shanko
That's real Bay.
Oh, no, you need to know. Is it Walnut Creek,
Cupertino.
Cupertino,
or San
San
Mateo.
San Mateo? Yeah, we need to know. We need to, and how's the service? Where was it? Cause shout out Shanko, y'all.
Shout out to Shanko.
Shanko, hit us up. We
You
need
know,
the,
we'll take
the
them as a
sponsorship.
sponsor. Yeah.
We need that.
Yeah.
Need the iced
For
out
real,
Shanko
though.
fucking mic.
Is it the sample? Shanko.
Shanko.
I'm gonna have that as one of my DJ drops now, just to let everybody know.
Shanko.
Shanko.
You remember the
Walnut
period?
Creek.
Shanko's a cool rap name.
Walnut
Like
Creek.
S-H-A-N-K-O.
San Mateo.
Shanko.
Shanko, hey, you
Shanko.
right.
He
you
makes
right.
like Rasta music.
You say
Shanko.
Cupertino.
Hey,
Cupertino.
South
Nice.
Bay gang, let's
Cupertino.
go.
Cupertino.
Right
know-
across the Anza College.
Yeah, I remember seeing it. I was like,
Yes,
oh, that's
sir.
That's
Shanko.
Shanko. That's the guy.
I want to just go up in there.
Anyway,
That's dope.
Somebody
Oh, yeah.
put this song in the chat. And it was like the period where the Bay Area was like remixing like songs like the Stunner Shade song, but this one I almost like more than the song.
Ooh, this was good. This was the good ass. I gotta
wow, I haven't heard this in God knows how long.
I gotta put this in my. You have to show them. You have to show the aliens this one. This makes it. This makes
Have
it.
to.
The
You have
aliens
to
will
show. You
understand.
have to show the aliens this one. Be like, yo, nah, this.
Tell the aliens.
This is the Bay song right
Trust
here.
me, trust
right here.
me.
This
He
one-
paint copy
this
this.
is the Bay song.
Rewriting history.
Yep.
Oh, yeah. Another classic song on hand. Cityboysmusic.com. Check it out. Website, MySpace, do it all. But no.
Who is this
you
song
better
by?
know this
Get
song.
his plug out of here.
Bailey
Edit that
and Jay
shit out of the
Valentine.
final version.
Bailey and Jay Valentine. Never heard of him again. Jay Valentine?
I think
I
I've
haven't.
heard Jay Valentine.
Maybe.
Shout outs to Bailey, the female wrestler from San Jose.
Yeah, this was a banger.
You know what allowed Bay Area artists to get away with singing is they put their whole heart in it. Like the shit wasn't the best singing, but you know what? I've been in the clubs, dog. On my feet.
Yeah, for real,
I've been
though. Yeah,
there. I've
everybody,
been there.
straight
Didn't
up.
need the auto tune, none of that.
Bay
They,
Area made good sing along songs.
they did say,
Yeah.
Aaron said, great service. The family was there, and they had
Oh,
all
sick.
the family pictures on the wall. Shout out Shanko.
Shanko.
Hey,
Nice.
that's real. And then Haku said he was at the 98 Wild Jam as a 5-year-old and apparently met the entire dog pound with his dad.
Nice.
What?
That's
Sick.
fucking
That's
dope.
That is
fucking
really
dope.
cool.
Please tell us more about that story because what? That's lit.
Yeah, definitely better than the T-Pain version. Hell yeah.
Bros was the South, though, right?
Grills?
You see,
Grills.
I
Yeah,
feel like
it's
grills was a South thing. I feel like that was a Florida thing. I feel like if somebody in the chat knows.
Inherited it, I guess.
Yeah.
Well, you know, a lot of Bay Area culture is derives from the South. So like when the but like but even like further like when the Great Migration happened after slavery was ended, a lot of people from the South either went to north to like Chicago, Detroit, or west to like LA, Bay Area, because that's where the jobs were, right? So there's a lot of Southern culture that's just already kind of instilled in Bay Area culture. So the fact that it shares a lot of it isn't too uncommon. Like it's not like kind of out of the ordinary. The Bay also has like weird connections with like Kansas City.
Yeah.
Like that was like a real one. Although isn't that where Mac Dre died at?
Yeah,
like that.
yeah.
That's
Yes.
crazy. I don't
Over
know
there or
much
something.
more.
Right,
It was
I'm
like
sure
some
he was
beef.
funking out there. Yeah.
And then Detroit. If you hear like newer Detroit, like I'm trying to think of somebody I could think of, but it has that. You know how E40 be rapping off beat, but it be catching up.
Like 4-2 Doug.
Is he from Detroit?
Yeah, he's from Detroit and he has that offbeat rap.
I can't. Baby Tron is one of
Yeah.
them, but it's like a you know what I'm saying? Like it's that.
G Herbo's from Chicago though. And I don't think I mean, I don't listen to him too much, but from what I've heard, I don't think his rapping is too. Yeah, I think he actually has a decent flow. Babyface Ray is the other Detroit rapper.
Right,
but yeah.
right. Wait, Gorillas are the Bay?
Aaron,
because
Aaron has
Del,
all the Milpitas.
Oh, Del the Funky Homo
facts.
Sapien.
Milpitas did have America's first black mayor and also had the first planned integrated community. Yes, that's
Sick.
true.
Dope.
Shout outs to Milpitas.
50,
For
the
real.
Bay was close with Detroit and Houston, and in more recent years, Atlanta. There's always been like that connection, like that's where people, and then obviously LA. Like I feel like, and you know, I don't know if you guys have ever like been somewhere else, like outside of the state, and you talk to somebody and you tell them that you're from California, but then you tell them you're from the Bay, and it's like this. Oh my God! I was in New Orleans once, right? And I went with my family, and one of the last nights I just kind of went out on my own, right? Went to Bourbon Street, right? So I'm just like the whole time I wasn't able to get no weed out there, right? It was I don't know if it's still legal, but it was very illegal, right? And I just couldn't get no weed, and I just wanted to get my hands on some weed, right? But I wasn't like pushing it, whatever. So I'm sitting at this bar by myself, and these two dudes come up. They were from Seattle, but they had moved to New Orleans for work, right? And we started talking and everything. They asked me where I'm from. They said the Bay. I was like, dog, I got weed from the Bay. Trust me. Like gas, like I unprovoked. Like I didn't even bring up weed. It was like, wow, like the weed angels was really looking down on me or like holding me down. But they were like wilding because I know it's illegal, right? But they're like, wow, like let's just go in the bathroom of this bar and smoke this weed. And I did. It wasn't some Bay shit. You know, they got fucking, they definitely got duped into thinking it was some Bay shit. But it was like this, oh my God, the Bay Area, like, wow. And I don't know if people from LA get the same kind of like, but I always find that when people find out I'm from the Bay, not LA, like from California, it's like a different kind of twist to it.
That's a great point. When you say California, I think people assume LA. Like that's what clicks in their mind. And when they find out it's Bay Area and not LA, I think that aura of bouginess that comes with California, LA gets swept off of us. Like, oh, Bay Area, a bit more grittier, not as
feels more blue
nose
collar
in the air, not as snobby as when you think of LA and you think of Valley Girl.
Hollywood. You think Hollywood, you know. Like,
if you don't read as like a tech bro, then it's like, okay,
that's
you're
the other
like
thing.
real,
Now we do have the tech bro mark too, but you just can't come off as white.
And they're not even
exactly.
from
Unless you're really
the
a
Bay
tech
to
dude.
begin with. Right, exactly. It's like, yeah, I'm that guy.
you're like, yeah, you look like an engineer.
I did see your Tesla out there.
Haku said T Grizzly. I was the name I was thinking of that reignited that bass sound.
He did though,
Detroit, right?
He did though.
Haku said Lil B saved us.
Lil B.
Lil B definitely.
Lil B,
He brought
yes.
the Bay from the gutters one time. The Bay was just kind of
There was a
low.
Lil B curse before the Butters curse.
That is right. The Lil B curse did. He had to lift it from Kevin Durant for Kevin Durant to actually win one. And of course, I think that
I had the word hella, as
hella.
Stefan said,
Yeah.
hella.
It's hella the most recognizable Bay Area thing.
It's to the point where people don't even realize it's from the Bay Area no more.
Right.
I think it's become.
Hella's from the Bay.
Yeah, hella's from the Bay.
from the Bay.
I thought it was like
Like
it's
you go-
pretty.
West Coast thing, but it's
No.
It's the originator from the Bay. And now everybody from the Bay Area that couldn't live here and had to go other places, they took hella with them.
Spread.
You know what I'm saying?
To the point that other areas kind of use that as like new slang. It's like, oh, we say hella.
Oh,
Like the
that's hella
first time
now.
I was out of state, said hella. Somebody was like, helluva. What is the?
I remember there
No,
was
not
like
hella, but it's hella.
there was like an old 2000. I don't know, but I know there's like a 2002, 2004 Talib Kweli verse where Talib is all like, yeah, even my homies from the Bay say you hella, you know, something like dope or something.
Right,
So it used to be a
right,
thing where
right.
like my Bay Area homies call me hella.
They say right,
They
right,
say
right.
hella. Yeah.
hella dope or da.
Like how like Florida would say like jit,
Yeah,
or like that
yeah.
very regional slang. Is there any other regional? Okay, I feel like the other.
E40 took the whole slang game to
Yeah.
a whole different
I
level.
feel like E40 slang wasn't usable though.
But
It was-
he
it was-
started doing it a lot.
It
of
was
other
his
shit.
slang was like the fashion that walks the runway, but you don't actually
That's
wear.
insane. You know what's
I
funny?
mean, he just says words in his raps that people would be like, "Oh."
Like
get
I
it.
never
I
called
get
money
it.
Gouda, but I guess you
Oh,
could say it's a
Gouda.
Bay thing. Like if
Turtle.
somebody
Guap.
emphasized
I would
it.
say
Smoking turtle.
guap.
Smoking turtle. Yeah.
Smoking turtle. What's funny is, so speaking of Florida and E40, Kodak Black had an issue with people saying broccoli to refer to weed because of his line in No Flockin', right? Where he says, I told the doctor I'm a healthy kid, I smoke broccoli. So he had an issue with other rappers referring to it as broccoli, but it was shut down quickly because somebody mentioned that E40 had been saying it decades ago, calling
Oh,
it
really?
broccoli. And you could totally imagine, be like, I don't even need to double check that. I'm sure E40 called it
Of course
broccoli.
he called it
Smoking out of broccoli. I
Yeah,
could totally see that.
Because I think
He used all the syllables. the
E40,
synonyms.
if you think about it, he's been smoking weed for a good maybe close to 40, 50 years. So every time that he's rapped and he's referred to weed, he's called it every vegetable,
Every animal,
roots, green vegetable,
amphibian, reptile.
anything that's green, anything with the hue of green.
Green, yep.
He's called money every single cheese. It's like the
Yeah,
world
for
market.
real. 50 said all of the rappers are Eazies on their names is from E40.
But the E's for Earl, because he used to. That's his first name, Earl Stevens or Stevenson, Stevens.
Stevens.
And the 40 because of the he used to chug them a lot. But is it easy?
That
Wait,
makes sense.
is it easy? Maybe it's something I missed. Oh, Easies, Wheezies, Yeezys. Oh, I thought it was Easy 40.
Why though? It just explain
Oh,
more if 50 could. And then
I thought he did the fashizzle thing.
He did.
the shizzle.
Before Snoop.
He did do
correct?
Fish Shizzle. He did.
Before Snoop.
He's really the pioneer of this shit.
A shizzle.
Yeah.
But I didn't know Easy, Yeezy, Wheezy. I didn't know about that. That's a fun fact right there. But
And Chris Breezy.
Breezy, all that. Okay, that
When
makes
Dr.
sense. I
Dre-
believe it. I believe it by default.
Haku said,
C40.
Haku said when Dr. Dre and Pac did the Bay Area city shoutouts on California Love, that seemed like a big deal.
Yeah.
Definitely, they did.
true,
That's
though.
true. The Bay Area to back down. I know you did like specifically like cities as well, but
We
like,
got a
yeah,
quick
good
touch
shout
to
out.
like Bay Area and back down.
It's like a
Okay.
talent.
The sack
I was
down.
there. High five.
Bay
High five
Area
every
back
area
down.
back down.
Oakland and Sacktown got it too, though.
Oakland and
Sacktown
Sacktown.
got,
got
it
some
too. Oakland and
specific
Sacktown
ones.
got
That's
it.
true.
Bay Area
Sure.
back down.
Have y'all
Sack,
ever
sack, 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 sack.
tried
Sack, sack.
E40's wine?
No,
I
I
didn't
just
know
did
he
the
had one.
tequila.
Oh, he had a tequila
He has
too.
a tequila and a wine, but no 40? Come
Oh,
on.
he definitely. But
I think he
has,
had a
no,
40.
No, we were talking about. He,
did? Okay.
has
Okay.
probably that, and he also has his own cup of noodles.
Genius. Shut up. I've been to his Fat Burger. I forgot what
Slurricane.
city.
Slurricane
is that
it's
shit.
Terrible.
He owned it with some other that's what it's called?
Yeah, and he said his hair
I
god
love
awful.
the name. I thought you were referring to the song.
No, he named he had like a drink. I think it was like a mixed drink already.
Was it
Like
with
a
grape, hyphy juice?
that was Clyde Carson made hyphy juice.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. I remember
Danny
Hyphy Juice.
can co-sign that.
That's right.
He also has a frozen burrito.
Frozen burrito. See, it's smart.
Hey, you know who
the
started
high school
off?
kids. High school kids.
Master P with the rap snacks. You know,
Oh,
have
the
you ever-
chips, right?
Right,
the
right,
chips
right.
with the different rappers on the
Right,
cover.
right.
Yeah.
But
I
E40
didn't know
took
that
it
was
to-
Master P's.
Yeah.
Okay.
Interesting.
I think
mean,
there's a
he
little
took the
baby
game
one
to
that
the
I want
next
to try.
level.
Yeah, E40, and you know,
E40 gave Snoop all the ideas,
Yeah.
you know, it's also
and then
smart.
Snoop did everything. after
You know,
that.
because
true.
I remember Charles Woodson has his own wine
Yeah.
because he would always be in Napa for
But exactly.
training camp. But E40 also took advantage of having the best wine area, like in your backyard.
That's
It's pretty close to Vallejo to make that deal.
Yeah.
So I've never had it though. I don't know if it's like good wine or I've seen it at like 7-Eleven, so I can't imagine it's like the best
Aaron
one.
says hyphy juice is delicious.
It is. Hyphy juice is actually very good.
I remember it was the smaller Red Bull size cans too, if I
Right.
recall, not a Rockstar
Remember-
Monster.
Grapple. Yeah,
Y'all
yeah.
remember Pimp Juice though by Nelly?
Haku said,
sold that in stores
"I
as well.
absolutely respect it, but you're a terrible person if you drink that." That's hella funny.
Yeah, I mean, 40s are already bad as it is. Like, if you're choosing between Steel Reserve and Earl Stevens Reserve, you know,
Steel
it probably gives you a
Lima.
bad hangover.
This tequila wasn't bad. Better than the rocks.
You had the rocks. I was
had
gonna
the
ask
rocks,
somebody.
and it was fucking. After the whole I mean, it gets you where you want to get to, but how you feel after, horrible.
That was the night of here,
Yeah,
right?
it just
Yeah,
me-
for a buff ass dude. You're like, come on.
Hey, you heard
Yeah,
it here
anyways.
first. The rocks
Yeah.
tequila was made for bodybuilders.
Yeah,
That's what it
exactly.
actually was. Fun fact.
yeah, just for him.
Isn't Casamigos George Clooney's? I want to say
Ooh, if it is, I
wanna
mean,
say
that's
who it
probably one
is.
of the biggest ones right now.
that one popped.
That one's
That
really
one
going.
had
That
its
one's probably
day
the
in the
best.
sun.
Because the Reposado has actually flavor to it. The Don Julio, the one with the rock, is just all like super piney, just real rubbing alcohol type of tequila.
Well, you know, I think he just, because none of them, if you think about it, they're all just slapping their name on something. It's not like George Clooney is out in Mexico, like looking at the fucking, the agave, like,
Meanwhile, in Mexico, George Clooney
mixing it in a.
used this agave with that thing.
He
over
just
there.
went to some like family owned like tequila shop in Mexico and was like, damn, y'all make this? Can I put my name on this?
Is the most successful celebrity to alcohol Diddy? Ciroc has
Ciroc
Yeah.
still
Yeah.
being made.
has to be Diddy,
That
right?
has to be it.
Okay.
People will still be asking for mixed drink. I mean, I work on a nightclub, so literally still this day saying all the flavors will be used. Pineapple, someone will just
Coconut,
still
all
want
of it,
coconut.
yeah.
You know what
That's
was
crazy.
smart was not a lot of people tried to get into the vodka game. A lot of people go tequila or like a whiskey. He
Right.
took
He
what's
did
it-
flavored. That's what changed the game.
Right.
He did
Right.
flavored.
Yeah.
And
That's
once
true.
you hit the flavored, it was
Yeah.
over.
You guys tried Proper 12?
I've tried it. That one's
Yeah?
good. That one's a
I
good
think it's
whiskey.
okay.
It's like
Um,
I mean, it's better than Jameson.
I think you were talking about this,
Maybe.
Timo. With,
you like Jameson?
A bit. I don't mind Jameson or Jack Daniels.
50 said, have any of y'all checked out the rapper Old Man Supergroup Snoop 40 Short and Cube? Did you end up listening to any of those songs,
Oh,
Timo?
that's right. He was talking.
Oh, which one?
That Old
Snoop
Man
40,
Supergroup.
Short and Cube.
I want to say I listened to. I know that little single was okay.
Mount Westmore.
The
that's
single
what
was
we did.
okay.
Okay.
There was another one that they did. I think I saw like the actual performance done somewhere. I want to say on YouTube or something like that. But yeah, you know, they did what they were gonna do.
What you'd expect.
Hey, what you expect?
Right.
Like, you know,
Right.
They're not breaking music with anything, but they're just making music.
We got some new celebrity alcohols coming through here. Ace of Spades is pretty big.
Yeah.
Very expensive, but pretty
Right,
big.
yeah.
Remember, Cristal had its day in the sun until I think they were racist or something, and then
Yeah.
he stopped fucking with them.
Crystal, yeah.
Then Armadale Vodka, the Dame Dash Vodka.
Armadale.
I
I haven't
remember
heard
one
that in a
time we were
while.
looking for it.
We did.
I don't know
yeah.
if we found it.
I don't think we ever found Armadale, and you and I were looking for Scissor too. Camerons.
That's
Ooh.
right.
Oh, I forgot
That's
what it was. Was it a
right.
Crevassier? I forgot what it
He
was.
did have the scissor.
Yeah, but we never found Scissor either.
Crevassier was big for a second.
Yeah.
Cavassier was
Cavassier
pretty
was
big,
big
and
for
it was
sure.
pretty good. It was pretty good.
Yes, the Cavassier. Cacti.
It was
Travis
that was
Scott
like
and
that was the cognac before Hennessy. You know what I'm saying?
Crevassier?
Right,
Cavassier.
right. It was right.
And then it's
Before
like,
that
and then
took
people
off.
started going to Remy for a little bit, but nah, Cavassier was the one.
What was the other one that be in that Crown Royal had its moment for a second?
Yeah,
Crown
but I don't
Royal's
think
a
anybody was-
Canadian whiskey.
Yeah, but I don't think it
Yeah.
ended up being anybody's like actual rapper.
Like very right.
Crown Royal is really good. It's my favorite Canadian whiskey. Like Canadian.
Shout out to my
whiskey.
Canadians.
Shout out to my Canadians. You gotta make some good
Douce.
whiskey.
I never had Douce.
Douce is good.
Douce is good.
Douce is good, yeah.
Wait,
That's another cognac.
Who makes
The Douce is my shit.
Oh, that's
if I do say
Megan.
so myself. If I do say so myself.
Oh, that's right. It was okay. It was like a Hennessy.
It's a Hennessy.
Yeah.
It's a
It goes down easy.
less thick Hennessy.
Right. Okay. I remember Douce.
Gin and juice was big.
Oh,
No,
yeah.
it wasn't an actual drink, but yeah,
Yeah, gin and juice.
you know what I'm
The
saying?
most-
Gin
it's
and
a
juice
classic.
mix
You know-
from hip hop music.
Also, the and I didn't realize, I don't remember this until I seen like the documentary. Beastie Boys had the Brass Monkey.
Okay, yeah.
It's like an orange juice and 40. Sounds gross as fuck.
Yeah,
but that makes sense.
That is a bear.
Right.
That
Brass
makes sense like a
monkey.
beastie. That's a fucking beastie.
They had like that frat
Brass
boy
monkey,
vibe.
monkey.
Exactly.
Right.
They for sure had that.
Brass Monkey, but gin and juice is probably
They had
like
the first idea of a blue moon when people were putting orange.
right.
But they just took it to the full extreme.
all the way.
Malt
40.
liquor and orange juice because this shit tastes like ass. Put some juice in it.
Think about like, because gin is awful, right? We probably all agree.
Gin?
Yes.
Gin's
Yeah,
okay.
if you make a good mix,
I
gin and
think
tonic can be
gin-
good. Yeah.
I think that gin is really well for like actual cocktail.
With some vermouth, martinis are gin, right?
They're gin.
Oh yeah, gin or vodka.
some vermouth.
I don't know if it's like you wouldn't say like it's like the bottle people get in the clubs or something like that.
Nah, hell
but
no.
I think gin and
Spicy,
juice
yeah,
just
they're
like gin and juice is rolled off the tongue. Like if they had used a different like just mix, it would have been different. The whole gin industry changed.
Yeah,
to
gin, just because it's like
Yeah.
Gin and
Gin and
juice.
juice. Laid back.
They had the
they probably still weren't drinking gin.
nah, hell nah. Man, it's just it sounds right.
Did you guys
but-
ever hear about the thing about Bombay Sapphire? That for many years they were doing the testing wrong, and
What?
The proof of the alcohol was actually double than what it said on the bottle
Beautiful.
for years, and somebody like just rechecked it. It was like a reassessment of the thing, and they were like, no wonder people were fucking going dummy on Bombay Sapphire, bro. Like nobody ever. Really
It was
did.
like the first Four Loco.
But straight alcohol. It was moonshine.
That's crazy.
Can
That's
you imagine drinking
nuts.
moonshine too? Oh man,
There was
no way.
always something too strong, and I felt like that's
Oh.
probably what drew me away from gin.
50 cents vodka too. Effing.
I didn't know he
effing.
had one.
I did have that. It was okay. It wasn't as.
Nah,
it
it
was
never
the
made it
same
big.
as right. It just never got popping. This never got popping. The Ciroc
yeah.
just got popping.
Ciroc
That,
just
that was just a big one.
But yeah, so Bombay Sapphire was out here, Four Loco, and that was wild too. Four
That's
Loko.
crazy. No, the Four Loco run was wild. The original recipe was
Too hot.
too hard for the fucking radio. Indeed, damn. Because I remember when they first came out, I remember somebody drank one, and they were like completely fucked up, and I was like, "There's no like, were you drinking something else?" I didn't believe it. But then I think I seen multiple people at once, and it's like this is an epidemic. Like this is an issue that they have to address. Like there's no way the who is it who does the FDA? There's no way that shit's
They're
FDA
proving
approved.
this.
No, they were putting like a cup's worth of coffee in like just straight fucking alcohol. and gave it like a flavor like fucking grape cotton candy.
It made that shit affordable
Unicorn.
too. It's insane.
Yeah,
Like
you was
$4,
getting fucked
$3,
up off
$4
a
a
dollar,
buy,
$2. Virginia Black. Guess what is terrible? Who was Virginia Black? Virginia Black. Oh, the Drake shit.
Oh.
I've never had it.
What kind of liquor is
It's a
it?
whiskey.
Oh, whiskey.
Virginia Black. No, I never had it. It never got big.
Sorry.
I mean, it's worth a try to put your name on it. You know what I'm saying?
He
You're
gave
so
it a
big,
shot.
You know what I'm
He
saying?
gave it a shot. Not
Everybody
everybody
else is
can
doing
George
it.
Clooney it.
You're like, nah, I
Right.
want a whiskey. Nobody. I mean, yeah, people do fuck with
I think like people
But-
have their whiskeys they fuck with though.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying.
Like,
you
you're not
stick with
trying
one
to
and
get
that's your one.
right, right. You're not trying out new whiskeys, and especially not Drake's whiskey. I feel like a tequila, you're like, okay, it's a shot. You know, it's
Yeah,
what
yeah,
you
you take a
usually
shot.
doing. A vodka's like a mixed drink usually, so you'll take more of a. But like, but people drink like whiskey neats,
Yeah.
and you can't be fucking around with people's like whiskey fucking. That's why Jack Daniel got the game on Smash. Like, it's enough people. It's like the Budweiser of whiskey.
It is.
You
it
know,
is,
like
it would
it's.
still be a Jack and Coke.
You know what?
Yeah.
Do y'all know anybody who drinks Budweiser, not Bud Light? Have y'all ever-
Quick one though. Did you know Eggo Waffles is from San Jose?
I did not know. What the fuck? Hey,
Aaron has all the best.
Eggo Waffles.
nuggets.
Hey, hit us up. We need a cool
Lego
little
my Eggo.
sponsorship.
Lego. my Eggo.
Atari and the first Chuck E. Cheese too.
Oh.
First Chuck E. Cheese. Wait,
Is
is
that
that
the
the
one?
flagship Chuck E. Cheese?
It used to be on. It used to be on Winchester. It's
Oh,
no longer
interesting.
there. Yeah. Matter of fact, the guy who founded Atari also founded Chuck E. Cheese. So
No way.
He was like, shit, yeah, I make
might as well
games,
put. Yeah, might as well
put-
put him somewhere. Yeah. That makes sense.
Wow. Hey, whose idea was it to get the Totally to make the Totally Chuck E. Cheese
classic
like
one.
a fucking monster
best.
of a fucking?
Yeah.
That was the
I've
greatest
never
of
been to
all
that. Have you been to that one?
Yeah.
I've never been to that one.
There's
What?
horror
I would go
stories and
every
haunted
birthday, bro, 'cause
stories
My
there. yeah.
family's from San Jose. Like,
Okay.
They were all here first. Like, that's all we went to. It was just literally all that. We were the only ones that lived in like. I was born.
Right,
It's
right.
two
Before that,
stories.
my mom, my dad, and my family was literally living there on King and Story, like, right there. That's why my brother was getting into trouble so much.
Right, right, right.
But yeah, so yeah, we used to go there all the time, man.
Was it lit?
It was crazy lit.
That's
Crazy.
fucking 2-story Chuck E. Cheese.
Yeah.
But then they had like the fake dancing,
Animatronics.
yeah, exactly. So it was
Five
it was
Nights at
bomb.
Freddy's. So you know, supposedly the second floor is haunted.
Yeah, I've heard that.
Not only that, but the Toys R Us in Sunnyvale was supposedly haunted too. I don't
The
know.
one in
if y'all
Sunnyvale?
Yeah.
I've been to both.
Yeah.
My grandma used to live around the corner. The one in Sunnyvale.
Hatu
Interesting.
said the biggest Bay Area flex might just be Levi's.
Vice, that's right.
Ooh.
Wow.
It's
Yeah.
jeans.
Damn,
That's
It's
a
like
wrap.
it's jeans. Like the Levi Strauss really started this
that-
gangster shit.
yeah,
Yeah.
that's true.
Like,
And
he-
even to that point, you could also say sourdough.
Boom.
Yeah, yeah,
Sourdough,
yeah.
Levi's.
Yeah, that's true.
Hippie culture.
Hippie culture for
Hippie
sure.
Culture.
Those ice cream sandwiches. It's it.
That's it.
Those
Out
are
here.
from the Bay Area.
Oh,
There's like the
really?
factories out there.
Oh,
yeah,
shit.
yeah, yeah.
That's cool.
There we go.
It's it. Shout out It's It. I fuck with
Crazy.
those because they took the cookie sandwich and like remixed it and made it better, like the ice cream sandwich. And this not because before you just had that weak ass like, and I hate it, but sometimes I feel like ice cream. I'll get it that fucking the chocolate like
Oh, the chocolate bar, with
the bar.
Napoleon.
Yeah, it's like it's cool, but they got the cookie on the shit. Y'all ever fuck with the Choco Taco?
I did, yeah. I
Yeah,
liked it a lot.
My
Yo,
sister. used to-
I remember you
I
could even
never
get
did.
those from Taco Bell.
I
back
was
in the
always like,
days.
nah, let me
That's
get
right.
the Ninja
Yeah.
Turtle.
Oh, those are dope too, yeah.
Dumb-
Or the WWF
balls.
bars that the ice
Those
cream
were good as
bars,
fuck.
yeah.
The cookie on that
Yeah.
was good. What was
Oh, yeah.
y'all go to ice cream? But Butters, what'd you get for ice cream, man? It was like go to. Choco Taco,
I see.
okay.
I would always used to get like the Ninja Turtle. I would always do the rainbow. No, snow cone. My bad, snow cone.
No cone.
Oh yeah, 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 yeah.
That were like 50 cents, bro.
Oh, I remember those too.
What's the big one? It was like the big otter pop.
It's
I
it.
remember.
Is that it?
It was like a It's It though. It was the name of it. It was like this big. It had
Yeah, it
a,
was
like a
hella big.
bubblegum flavor. It was basically like the snow cone in a tube, right?
Yeah, exactly.
That
yeah.
shit was good.
That shit was
Like
cool,
a
too.
hot summer day. I was a strawberry shortcake guy myself. I was
I was like a little hoodlum kid. I used to hang on the back of the ice cream truck as he was driving and shit, just hiding on the
he just
outside.
trying to have his small business to help the local economy. Kids just hopping on the back.
I
of
used to
it.
get my rollerblades too and hold on the back as he's driving around. We would all used to do that. Who would be like so pissed off and try to like hit the brakes.
You're
on
a
it.
liability right now, kid.
Yeah, you know, good old times when you're. See, they don't play like that.
I know.
Does anybody know the history of swinging culture? Oh no, of sideshow. Of sideshow. Does anybody know the history of a sideshow? Frankie, didn't you go to a sideshow?
I went to sideshow. I see, but the thing is, they called it the hyphy train because it would go. It wasn't the sideshows are probably different now. What I really went to was the actual hyphy train, where literally it was literally just a line of cars going through red lights in the streets of Oakland, and then you just drive to where there's like a little like a checkpoint spot, and then right there they would be having people doing donuts and stuff like that. But then you know you just get within another line with people, and then just go down the road, just running through red lights. So,
It was kind of like that idea of there's too many of us for them to get us all. They can't get
Yeah.
us all type of shit.
no, exactly.
Yeah.
That's all it was, and they were only going through scrapers. They're grabbing all the scrapers. Any
Yo-
type of cool car like that, they got those.
They actually
Only-
passed a new law that if your car is at the scene of one, it's an automatic impound. So you don't even have to be doing it. Like if your car is just in that, like if the cops roll through, it's an automatic that she gets impounded. I think it's like a mandatory. It's like car jail. So like you lose your car for like a month. Like you can't even get it out of the impound while it's
So if they see
collecting
it,
that.
they just see it. and
If
it's
you're
like,
there, right?
wow, really?
Now, having said that, they do an awful job because on Halloween, right down the street, they had one, and I was like, "This is a very like it's hot right here. Like that's a but hey, the cops didn't come
That's
yet.
what they wanted.
Didn't get caught.
I,
you know?
I like. We were kind of talking about it how it's a little bit different from that lowrider culture where you just
Yeah.
Right,
you're
right.
not spinning your tires out. You're probably just hitting like
The hydraulics,
You know
yeah.
what I'm saying? You're not destroying like
Right.
the concrete or anything like that or the paper.
Lowrider
Yeah.
culture is cool. Like, and
I
it's
think
cool
so,
in San
too.
Jose. We were talking about that. Like, you know, a majority of a large percentage
That's Bay.
of the yeah for
That's
sure. Like California, but even specifically like San Jose,
Story
right?
and King, even more specific.
Like,
the whole strip.
Yeah,
is
Such
in
as
it,
percentage of like old school cars in like shape are here in San
Yeah,
Jose.
absolutely.
Like that's pretty wild. I was just telling Frankie the other day, like sometimes like I'll be walking downtown and like I'll see, and it's second nature. Like I doesn't because I just see it all the time. But I'll just see like a old ass truck, and it's like, damn, that's like from the 40s. You know, I'm like that's in
That's
like
awesome.
good condition. Like
Really.
the shit can still run.
The time
Just
capsule
about a
on
month or so
wheels.
ago, I actually saw somebody hitting switches on their hydraulics. I hadn't seen that in over a decade.
Yeah.
They were just like, zip, 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 zip.
Wow,
like
hit
just
the
busting.
switches.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was. We were just by Walmart to the Walmart on Story, of
Yeah.
course. Passing by Happy Hollow
it.
Zoo.
Did you
Cruising,
buy
man.
the tamales they sold on the
Oh, they
outside?
did be selling it.
I know that. I know the exact.
I think we had
Walmart.
just finished going to Happy Hollow, so I should've
Haku
stopped
said
there.
Hot August Nights in Reno was the shit. I've been
y'all
to
ever been
one.
there? You
I've
been
been
to
to
one?
one. I've been to
Oh,
one. It was really
shit.
cool about Hot August Nights is that you get low riders, you get hot rods, you get motorcycles, you get everything at Hot August.
Is
Nights.
it kind
That's
of
the
like
one is the-
Harley culture?
It's
like
all of
those
it.
kind of
Yeah,
bikes?
literally, like I was saying, low rider, like fast cars,
Do they
all of
still
it.
do it?
Oh yeah, I'm pretty sure. That's probably something that's never gonna go away.
That's a classic, right?
That's a
Reno,
classic,
right?
Reno.
Yeah,
If there's
yeah,
a one
yeah.
day that they like, that's their New Year's. Like they're always gonna sell out over there. If they still do it, I'm pretty sure they have to.
Damn,
that's their
what's
moneymaker.
up. Yeah, yeah.
You can never get rid of it.
Because I remember it would be this thing of like people I would know in my neighborhood would be like fixing up the car, like doing like minor, and like I talked to them. It's like, oh, it's Hot August Nights. We're about to bring this, take the top off of the like the cover off the shit,
Yeah,
like
sick. It's cool.
like
Different.
perfect fucking. I actually knew somebody.
Oh, actually, I have a funny story about my Hot August Nights.
He was actually like a professional car painter,
Mm-hmm.
but for like that candy paint type of shit.
Yeah.
And I remember he was like my dad's friend, and he had took me to his crib to see it, and it was the first time I seen like the paint jobs where you look at it from like a different way, and the color like changes.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Like no, that's some
That's cool.
wild like
Wow.
car painting art is some wild shit.
Absolutely.
It really
yeah.
is. I mean, that's kind of why I got into auto body because what I always wanted to do was like fix cars and do cars and stuff like that. That was like my first kind of idea of like what I wanted to do.
Right.
Into. But a funny story at the Hot August Night, it was the first time I ever seen a porno because this guy had a motorcycle, right? And on the motorcycle, he had a digital screen to where you could play like a DVD. And on the DVD, that fool was playing a porno. And I remember we were like driving through, and the guy was like, brum, brum, and you just hear like a girl like, ah. and like
Like
that. And
through
then
the
my
speaker?
dad, it through the speakers, like hella loud. And I'm like looking at it, I'm like, titties. Whoa. Like, and my dad was like, and my mom, everybody was like looking, and they're like, I can't believe that guy right now. And I was like, I just shocked at the bird. I was like, this is cool. I love Hot August Nights. So that was
That
one
is-
memory
That
of
is
Hot
probably
August
one of the
Nights.
trashiest things I've heard.
You gotta be
Yeah,
moving
dude.
real wild, like
Real wild,
to,
like
be playing
you know what I'm saying?
porno while on the
thing,
road,
fool.
bruh.
It could be like a Hell's Angel dude. Nobody's gonna tell him
I'm
nothing.
fucking dead.
So, but yeah, I remember that's the one thing I remember from Hot August Nights. Hella funny, dude.
Hey, Timo said Dubs used to do car shows at the Cow Palace. I remember Funkmaster Flex was on the Dubs. Like he's on Dubs, but it was like a magazine. It was like a magazine for like rims. It was like specific because it was like 20-inch rims.
Remember when Funkmaster Flex had those lugs?
Yeah.
Yes,
The lugs shoes.
Birdman too.
Birdman too, yeah.
Lugs tried to get into the Timberland lane.
What really changed the car game was spinners.
I had some Lugs.
Yeah,
Spinners changed the car game.
spinners, yeah.
That was a new invention for the car. That
Spree
was
wells.
Free wells.
Yeah,
Spree wells.
that was sick.
I think spinners look best on SUVs, however.
Of course,
You had to have the Escalade for that shit to really pop off.
Or like a soccer mom van, one or the other.
No
Run
lie, I
spinners,
actually
we run the
seen
spinners.
it was a soccer mom
Oh yeah,
van,
I've seen those two.
but it was like one of the before they got like the like where you hit the door and like the door kind of like just
Yeah.
the old like mini like the first minivan
yeah.
with spinners.
Sounds about
Uh,
right.
why? And it was like it wasn't the person with the family I was driving that. There's no way. And I seen them. I just looked at it. It's like you just got this. Like the van was just the car you had available, and you're like,
you
you
wanted
know
the
what? I
spinners.
gotta
I'm
throw
gonna throw
some
some
fucking
spinners
spinners on this shit.
Throw
It's
some
cool.
D's on it.
Hella clean though.
Yeah,
Hella
And
clean though.
hey, at the stoplight, the shit was spinning.
Spinning. Minivan.
Spinners used to also be like the end of spinners was like the Chrysler 300.
Yeah.
That-
Ooh, Chrysler
Oh.
300s. That was it. It was like the poor man's Bentley.
Yep.
That's what it
Yup.
was.
You pulled up with that, and it's like, I know you don't got money like that,
But
like
you trying.
You trying.
But
You
you're
trying
trying, though.
though.
You're
You trying. You
trying,
trying to
though.
get
You're
the
trying.
luxury car one
Yeah,
time. I can't
see
be
it.
mad
see
at
you.
it.
I see you.
Chrysler had a hit.
And then
with
Chrysler
that
was
one.
like, shit, people are not buying a 300. You know what we should do? Let's make a 200. And so everybody
That's
started buying-
right.
So they tried to buy the 200, try to get it off, and it didn't work. So and that was the end of Chrysler.
That was that was it.
That was it. That was our last.
That's true.
hurrah.
300s.
Is any American car keeping it, holding it down right now?
Chevy, Ford,
Ford, like F-150s, huh?
Yeah.
Like I like the truck stay. I
yeah.
think that's like the highest.
Chevys are still killing it. Fords are still killing it, I guess. But
Japanese came.
a lot
in
of
the
people,
game,
yeah,
killed
no,
it.
a lot of people are going Kia, Hyundai, and I guess Tesla. So I guess Tesla is an American-made car too.
Aaron
Yeah.
got the. He said he got the 300, still running. 240,000 miles on it. Midnight Blue, the 300C. You know
Yep.
what? I'm not mad
See,
at it.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm not mad at
Yeah,
it.
yeah,
Like,
yeah.
look,
solid. If it's still going,
It was
it's still
right.
it's still a nice body.
I'm surprised it was an American car that was lasting this long. Look at, shout out to that American engineering holding it down.
240,000 miles.
Yes, Haku was right.
all
Pretty sure
around the world.
he had small TVs in the center of his car rims. Do you guys
Yeah.
remember that?
Sounds about right. I believe it.
TV in the car rims.
Yeah, so I heard, I think we were talking about how it was all a scam, the Pimp My Ride stuff.
It was all a scam.
In what sense?
So they picked you to be in it, right? So first of all, they made it seem like it was like 1 week. They really had your car for like 3 months.
Oh wow.
Right. And when you got it back, you got it with all of like the goofy shit, right? And most of it didn't work. Most of it was just for show. Obviously, it was like fucking a coffee maker's right here, as if it's not gonna spill on your lap. The stuff that they did keep were like they ended up being like this insurance liability. So all of a sudden, you had like this '95 Honda Civic that now insurance is like $800 because it has like live animals of like a fish tank in it, and it was hard to sell. Because like nobody was trying to actually buy like a fucking Honda Civic that had a fish tank in it. So it ended up being, it put you more in debt than just like
Being on a
Dealing with
TV
it.
show.
you were better off just fixing the transmission. You were just better off like
That's fucking
like you
shady.
gave it to West Coast Customs and they gave you back like it's got an umbrella
Umbrella
on
on
the
it.
top that just it's got TV because you can't have the TV in the steering wheel. Like you just couldn't
Yeah.
do that. It was like a fucking liability.
Pimp My Ride reminds me of that Simpsons episode where Homer meets his brother, and his brother runs a car company and designs cars, and Homer ends up designing this abomination of a car for his brother and just sends his business down the drain. It's just a classic one.
Yeah.
Except the opposite effect. I bet you more people went to West Coast Customs because of the
yeah.
and they probably like that's probably where the scam was founded at first because it's like yo I want it with the fish tank and it's like yo the California DMV will not allow me to do that.
Look, that was for all
I
show,
just
bro.
fuck that guy. Actually, he can't sell that because I remember like people would try to sell the cars on like eBay. Like eBay
Oh,
was like
man.
popping like that, and they could not get the cars off. Nobody was trying to buy it, and it makes complete sense. Like no, that was a
Yeah.
fucking scam. Exhibit should be fucking ashamed of yourself.
Exhibit,
Fucking West Coast Customs.
we'd like you on the book club so you could explain yourself.
We'll even do your album exhibit, but you have to come on the book club and you gotta explain yourself.
We need to find out what happened.
Haku is with the quote. He said, "We know that you like to cook at home with your family, so we replaced your steering wheel with the hot pan grills." They was really on that shit. They
For real
really
though.
was.
Yeah, for real. Yo, so we heard you like cooking. That's just funny.
And it would be like the most subtlest of things. It would be like,
I
oh,
remember-
we heard you're practicing Spanish, so now the whole radio, the only radio station is just Spanish.
I remember
music."
they made a like this guy had like one of those smaller cars like those 240Zs or something like that. Like I don't know what it was, but he loved music and he was like a musician. And what they did was they put this big ass sub in his car, bro. He was like, "Yeah, this is used for main stages at festivals, but we're gonna put it in your car because you love bass." And I was like, "Oh yeah."
Hey,
this
that's
shit's
kind of
crazy.
cool though. Like if your car is your sound system, where like you could do shows just by pulling your
My
car
hom-
up.
No way. My homie lost
the
his
van-
eardrums. He blew out his eardrums probably this moment he just drove off.
He
bruh.
just turned the car on, the radio was already on.
boom, 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 boom. We were just like, oh,
Glass, all the windows cracked. It's like, y'all didn't test this? God
shit. Oh, yeah, that's
damn.
horrible. Horrible. Yeah, that's not good.
Oh, man. You know what? It's about that time. I just want to say this is a fun episode. Next time, we might pick a different region, have y'all help us make and like, you know, it was just an appreciation like we did for 2005. It's an appreciation for the Bay Area. Bay Area is dope. The artists are dope. The food is dope. Shout out Christie's fucking croissant sandwiches
Oof, in Milpitas,
for
number
breakfast.
one.
You got to go to that. It was a fun time, though.
Yep.
And
Thanks for having me here.
Thank you,
Thank
Timo,
you
for
for
coming.
being
Our
here, yeah.
resident
Shout out everybody in
playlist
the chat,
architect.
of course.
Everybody in the chat.
Oh yeah,
Thank you for
so many
letting me
great
know.
recommendations. So
Wait,
many
wait,
cool
wait.
facts.
Hold up. Haku just said they closed.
No, they fucking
No, it's
didn't.
Breaking
I
news.
just ate that last week. 2 weeks ago.
Are you sure?
Is this breaking news?
Are you sure?
No, she's still there. I grabbed mine that
Wow.
morning.
Maybe it's something else.
Is it
Maybe
not
they changed
Christie's
it up.
no more?
Was this
We were gonna
place a
find out.
chains? What,
No, this is like
not
a
Chains.
mom and pop shop.
where's it at?
Wow.
Right
Okay,
across the street from the sports center.
Okay,
So
yeah, yeah.
that's where I used to go all the time before
Man.
games, all
Hey.
after games.
Uh,
Get your donut holes. dude.
Only Milpitas music next episode. You know, we might have to do only Milpitas. I didn't know it was like that. Like Milpitas have
That's
some
kinda
shit
interesting.
Does
popping.
Jeezy's current music qualify as Milpitas music?
He does. Jeezy's now a honorary Milpetian.
Milpetian.
He married into it.
Yeah, he
so
married
like,
into
so
the
shout
game.
out to Jeezy. Oh wait. Did Haku
Okay.
get Haku got got
So now
pranked?
Haku could go. Yeah, Haku could go and get his.
Okay, yeah,
croissant.
hold
Get
that
your
down.
croissant back.
All right, y'all. This
All
has
right.
been the book club with Timo Butters. I'm James Levine.
I'm Mohammed.
Y'all have a good night. See you
Thank
next
you.
week.